3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome everyone to Save Point episode. What is it? 96?
96. Yay.
Yo, we're back and some crazy stuff. That was just another sound effect for you. A lot has happened this week. Like we said last week, we didn't plan on recording this week. We are recording this week because even more news came out. It is somber news, but with silver linings.
There's some good news this
like
week.
Silver linings.
More good news this
playbook.
week than last week.
Yeah. Did either of you watch Silver Linings Playbook? Is that
No.
the one with Old Love in it?
What?
You know?
I have no idea.
You know,
What?
she's in Hunger Games.
Jennifer.
Lawrence.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, she was in it, I think.
I,
All right,
no, I haven't seen it.
No, you haven't seen it? Okay.
We haven't seen it.
Wah, 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 wah. Do I have one of those?
Dude, come
I feel
on,
like I
give
do.
us the Lego Yoda.
There we go. No, I need like a bigger soundboard.
Yeah,
I don't have enough of that.
No,
Yeah.
use the soundboard more than enough. We've already had
No,
complaints about the soundboard.
From who? Not real fans, obviously.
Oh, some
on,
very
Brock.
real
Brock,
fans.
your crippled opinion doesn't matter. Maybe don't put that in the
Yeah,
video.
we're starting the episode off. Brock has fucked his knee.
Yes.
So he was make-believe reborning Sonic earlier.
it
It's
was crazy.
Sonic's 35th anniversary, and Brock was like, I just want to please you however I can, my Blue Lord. So he got on his knee and went, oh, my knee, and it popped out.
You should have seen what he did to the table earlier. It was wild.
No, it was wild. But I'll tell you about more wild things. So let me get up my freaking things. My notes, like all the stuff we're going to talk about this week.
God, yeah.
So a lot of gaming news this week. A lot of gaming news this week. Do we want to start off with sort of what, like, leftovers of last week?
I think that'd be the best
More
idea.
thematical.
Yes.
Yeah. So we talked last week about how all the Sony problems, they're going digital. Everything's going digital. Like, fuck
They've
the
said that
consumer.
they're ending disc production
Yep.
in. Did they say an actual month
Yeah,
or did they
yeah,
just say
that's January.
2027?
January 28.
28.
Yeah. So next year's the last full year. So we've got about 18 months-ish. But since then, since Sony went full digital or said they're going full digital, the Sony CEO has sold 56% of his Sony shares.
Real confidence in his company right now.
Very confident. Yeah, so Hiroki Todaki sold 56% of his Sony shares for $4.7 million just 2 days after announcing Sony goes digital only in 2028. There has been a lot of pushback on Sony about all of the disc stuff, like a lot. Like there was already a thing when we talked about this last week, but it has not stopped. There's a few people online who are, I'm going to say it, they're just like, they're Sony dick suckers. I'm a massive Sony fan, but they're just saying this is good. This is good. It's like, no, it's not good. You're taking away options from people, and just because you might only go digital,
Doesn't
for other
mean-
people, it doesn't mean it's the best option.
Yep.
You need to, people always think about what affects them and what doesn't.
Yeah, they
affect
get
other
blinker
people.
vision. They get
Exactly.
tunnel vision.
Tunnel,
Sorry, not
yeah.
blinkers. They get blinkers. They get tunnel vision. It's just like, oh, this is my thing here.
Yeah. Lucky you got that bottle and the microphone in the way because we would see your blinkers.
What?
These little nippies.
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
Bro got the high beams on.
I'll put the jacket back
No,
on. then.
you don't. I'm just making a joke.
Well,
Anyway, so
this is what most recording sessions are like.
Yeah.
kind of not trusting company. Maybe he's
No.
maybe they've pulled a Elon Musk here and they've announced something terrible so that they can sell all their shit and then buy a bunch more and then announce that they're not going to do it, so it goes back up.
Yeah.
Well, it says there that like their stock climbed 7% because investors and shareholders are like, oh yeah, this is a good move. But
No, it's
It's going to go.
yeah, their stock might have climbed now, but in 2.5 years when, hey, by the way, we have no physical games anymore.
yeah.
Are
No, I
people
think it's
going
going
to
to
be,
be
like-
a different story.
Hey, by the way, the PS6 doesn't have a disc at all. There's no disc for it. We don't want that.
Yep.
No, like some people will buy it. All the people who are chewing us apart in the comments going, oh, but digital is the future. Cool. Your future is a dead console.
But
Yeah.
Yes.
by the time PS6 comes out, have enough money to get a PC. as long as SSDs and RAM doesn't go through the fucking roof again.
Yes, very much so.
No, it's still through the roof at the moment.
You know what I mean.
Well, that was the follow-up on everything that happened with PlayStation. Oh,
No, there was one other thing.
well, have it ready,
mean-
bro.
I did have it ready. I told you before the episode.
No, wait.
So they're also getting sued by a Dutch non-profit company,
You keep
which I think was mentioned on that thing. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Some I
It's
had
a-
the number here, 400.
It said 400
and
mil on the thing.
It equates to roughly 457.3 million, being sought on behalf of 1.7 million Dutch PlayStation users. It's all to do with, like, I think you said it before, like it's the monopoly that PlayStation's going to have on their storefront.
Well, yeah, if you can't get PlayStation games anywhere else, and like when they're digital only, they've only got one store. It's not like, and if they're gonna,
it's not like PC where you got other options.
you've got like Steam, GOG, Epic.
Steam doesn't have a monopoly, but they're by far the more desired choice.
But that's not even like them trying to be monopoly.
No,
That's
it's just they got the
them
better
being
platform.
genuinely better than everyone.
Where
Like,
with PlayStation, it legitimately is monopoly because there is no other options unless there's something gets created, which I highly doubt it.
I think the EU and the ACCC will probably step in at some point if it does get like that.
I dare say they will. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they will. The other thing to do with PlayStation was they've already started repurposing some of their disc production facilities.
Yeah, you were saying that. Yeah.
Yes. Supposedly they've been moved into producing, what were they called?
You said micro lenses.
Micro lenses, yes. Which are predominantly used in AI data centers.
Yeah.
So they're chasing the trend of just
the
like
AI data center.
I don't want AI anywhere near my video games.
No.
I want like
no.
No, that is like with AI art. I can like it's a kind of art.
the only AI I want in my video games is just bots.
Only AI I want in my video games is Cortana.
It's God, yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah. No, but like AI, the AI I want is the one that was made by a person to do specific things, not fucking.
Not just to create the entire game.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Oi, AI sucks.
AI, not cool.
Yeah.
But
Come on.
you didn't say anything.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, it sucks. But that's just the trend of everything. I really hope that I hope AI is a bubble. It will still be around. It has uses. Like it's great as honestly like a search engine to find very specific things. It didn't work earlier when we were trying to find a very specific guy on TikTok, but it has helped me with so many little things. Not with something that should take over someone's job.
I'm with you in hoping it's a bubble. I unfortunately think while there's like big money there, it's not going to
it'll
burst
still be the thing.
anytime
The
soon.
thing with the money though is it's not real money.
No.
Have you seen all of the things? It's like, okay, I'm going to give you this money that I don't have. And then the other people are like, I'm going to give you the money that we've been given by these people that they don't have. And we're going to give it to you so that you can do more things. And it's just
that's
like,
called business.
clearly.
I was telling Tom, I've found a website that tracks the supposed profit that all these big like AI companies or any company that's leaning into AI at the moment, their supposed profit based on like public shareholdings and everything. So far, the only company in the green at the moment is Nvidia.
Of course it is.
Yeah, they're the only company coming out ahead. Everyone else is just like they're losing, if not thousands, tens of hundreds of thousands.
Wasn't Google backing down on AI a bit compared
They
to the rest?
pulled back a little bit, but not that much.
Yeah. So let's get on to the meat and potatoes of everything. So the big news story which really caused us to jump on this week was that Xbox has major layoffs. They have just dropped, I think it's going to be planned 3,600 staff over the next 12 months, with 1,600 going now, or as of like redundancies started. Really sad times, but I'm going to be completely honest. These Xbox layoffs, I think, have been done probably the best I've seen any company announce layoffs ever.
Yeah, from Asher
Sharma. No, you get
from the statement you've shown us, it seems like Xbox is in a state, and it's not the CEO, the current, what's her name again?
Asher Sharma.
Asher Sharma. It seems like
Sharma.
Oh, sorry, my bad. It seems like it is not her fault at all. It seems like she's been left with an absolute shit show.
Yep.
And now that she's coming on, she has to do some things that she might not want to do, and but she's being very transparent about it, and it looks,
which is, I think, a very good look. And so Asha Sharma, it literally was like about 3 hours after we recorded last week's episode, she put this big statement out on Twitter, and she went through what's happening with Xbox, and like I said, extremely transparent. It sucks. It really sucks.
It
and
does.
we're not trying to go over the fact that thousands of people have lost their job. This also isn't a solely Xbox thing. Microsoft has had massive layoffs. Xbox was just the largest part of that, which is fair because they've been hemorrhaging money like crazy, which she says in this statement. Apparently, Xbox, for each one of their studios they bought or whatever acquired, they were losing 64 cents on every dollar that they'd put into the companies because they just weren't getting the return that they thought they were going to get.
Yeah.
It looks like when Phil Spencer was in charge of Xbox, his idea was he was just going to go money crazy and try and acquire and almost monopolize the market to a point where they would start making money, and it just didn't happen. It was an idea. I don't think it was done very well.
Well, no, because you have to actually put decent products out in order for people to like want to buy your products.
Yeah, so with these Xbox announcements, like I said, there's a lot of transparency. So Asha Sharma has basically said, hey, we've got to get rid of these people for Xbox to survive, essentially. There's these big changes. It sucks. We're getting rid of this many people now, and then we're going to get rid of another 1,800 or whatever by the end of next financial year, or this financial year.
It was
3,600 all up, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But she also had a lot of other good little bits of news in there, which we usually would never hear about companies. So one of the big things she said is that they've historically at Xbox, they have had, I think, up to 15 layers of management.
14.
It said 14 layers of management.
To get anything pushed through to get completed. So what they're doing now, they're going to cut everything down to 5, and where they can do the 3.
Yes, they said to 5 or 6, ideally 3, I believe was the exact
when it
wording.
is able to be done.
Working in a company with 14 layers of management sounds like absolute hell.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. It's
Terrible.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah. It just sounds like something just went terribly, terribly wrong.
Oh, it's not uncommon to have that many layers in there, but
For an older company where a lot of people would be not grandfathered in, but like there's legacy positions where it's like, hey, we've got this department that like it's not really overlooking anything anymore, but they still have like
this controlling
management.
say.
Yes. I can understand how it's gotten to that point. It sucks that like it would have been absolute hell, as you said. But I think this is like again, this sucks for the people who are going to be laid off, but for the company, I think it's the right choice to do. And her, as you said, being completely open about all of it and like actually divulging all of this to the fans and saying, hey, here's what we are doing right now. Here is our plans for the immediate future. This is what we hope to come from it. I think that's the best step they've made in a long while.
We're going to keep going on about this statement because it is long. It's about like 8 paragraphs long or something, and
It
she
was
goes
really
into
long. I did not read that word for word.
I read the whole thing, but I really urge people, if you haven't read it, to go out and read it. It really feels like someone who is really trying to make a change in the company, and I know people were giving shit to her that she wasn't a real gamer. She's gotten a gamer tag now, and they all made all this stuff like before when she joined. She seems like she's really trying, and I think she's doing a good job. And this for the people who think with these Xbox layoffs that this was just a decision that Asha Sharma wanted to do, and it was just like, yeah, let's just get rid of these people. Xbox we've said this before, been circling the drain for years. This had to happen. They basically had to cut this cancer off, which sounds bad. I'm not saying that these employees were a cancer, but they were hemorrhaging money. To survive, they needed to lean up.
Yeah, the people who are like naysaying it, being like, oh no, they're fine, they're doing fine, look at their earnings. Well, yeah, their earnings are crapola compared to what they were 10 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, you can't, yes. You walk into any video game store at the moment, you walk into EB, look at the size of the Xbox aisle compared to the PlayStation aisle, compared to the Switch section.
Not even that.
They're tiny.
I saw an image today of inside a GameStop from 2009. And I was like, this looks so foreign because all the walls and all the aisles are games.
Yeah, it's
You
not
walk
merch.
into any gaming store this day, besides like a little boutique mum and pop type of thing, like the Gamesmen in Sydney or whatever. You go into an EB Games, you go anywhere like that, it is going to be, it's going to be plushies, Funkos, clothes all around, and there will be little sections, maybe a meter and a half long, up to the wall of just PlayStation games, and maybe half of that for Switch and Xbox, and that's it. I really feel bad for the people who are like newer into gaming or like younger kids these days, because they don't have the experience of going into a proper game shop where there's aisles of games and going through everything, and there's old generations of consoles stuff there. It's not there anymore.
You don't get it from a digital store. That idea of like the potential of like, look at all the stuff I have to choose from.
Yeah.
As store, you can scroll through and go like, oh, cool, look at all the stuff that's here. But it's overwhelming how much there could be there, but it's a good sort of overwhelming.
Honestly, I think the closest experience you get to that now would be like walking into a CEX or something, which
Yes.
You're not wrong.
they're pretty cool to walk in. I like walking through
like
them.
CEX is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Sadly, that's not around anymore. But going back to all of the changes that Asha Sharma, I'm just going to call her Asha. We're on first name basis now. I'm like that with Asha Sharma.
That's crazy.
She didn't give me one of the translucent Xboxes, but like we're getting there.
It's all good. You got the keyboard.
Yeah, I got the keyboard, which I had to buy. So a couple other things from this statement that she said is that one of the big things is that they're from now on, both Mojang and King, who are the developers of Candy Crush, so Mojang's Minecraft, have to directly report to Asha, so CEO of Xbox. This, to me, at least seems like she knows that they're not doing much. And that they're not, well, not that they're not doing much because they're making so much money, but they have so much more potential and they're maybe lazy.
It's either that or it's a combination of that and the aforementioned so many layers of management just slowing down every decision-making process for those companies, which I like. Even before they were acquired by Microsoft, Mojang was notoriously slow on updates.
Yes,
Like,
I don't feel
big
like
updates were coming out, but the stuff that was included in some of those updates sometimes was really big stuff. But I mean, what's the Mojang thing, like the 3 mobs each, the vote choose?
Mob vote.
Yeah.
Mob vote thing, yeah.
The differences between before and after is that they probably got a shit ton more funding afterwards.
Yes.
Like,
It's also, the mob vote should now be like, hey, here's 20 mobs, choose 8 of them and we'll include it. It shouldn't be like, hey, here's 3, choose 1.
I think a mob vote is fun, but also it's like we'll add this one first and then we'll add the other 2 later. I think that maybe would be
that would be a
idea.
much better way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do really feel like Ash's decision for Mojang to have to directly talk to her is due to a very slow rollout of features and anything to do with Minecraft or other games. Because we've talked about this before, Mojang currently employs between 12 to 1,500 people. What are they doing? They do what, 1, maybe 2 major updates a year?
I think not even that.
The most ridiculous thing is that they
And then
managed
the
to
mob vote.
release an April Fool's update every single year and it's different each time. Like,
Yeah,
if
like-
they put all the effort from that into like,
Well, not even that. That's 1,500 people. They used to update Minecraft when it was a team of 8 or something like that.
all the time.
Way more often
Yeah.
because they just did Minecraft. What do these people do? I know Mojang is massive. Another thing that's got announced, I don't know if it was in this general thing that Asha said or was in a separate thing. Mojang has been keeping Xbox afloat. A lot of their profits have been siphoned into Xbox.
Yes, all of which are coming basically almost exclusively from Minecraft's store.
Yeah. So a lot of money has been coming into Xbox from Minecraft. And I feel like that Asha has realized, hey, we've got such potential here. Why is it cranking out barely anything? And if that means cracking the whip and getting a bit more out of it, I'm honestly down for it. Because Mojang's one of those only companies where from the outside, they are the least transparent. I know they got the mob vote and shit, but what do you do? What do 1,500 people do? If there is a single,
I mean, how many?
if there's a guy who's 18 who comes home from work and makes his Minecraft mod every night and puts out more content than a $1,500 or 1,500 employee multi-billion-dollar company. How does that make sense?
And we're not saying that all 1,500 of those are developers.
No, they're
clearly
definitely
they're not.
not.
There's going to be support staff there. There's going to like they could
So
include
much.
janitors at like the Minecraft office. Honestly,
but still 1,500.
yes, that is a lot of
it's-
people for a company that
it's-
only puts out, such little work. It
It's
seems.
Yeah.
not even the amount of people hired. It's just the size of the company in general. Like,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
The how big the company is, you'd expect them to actually make how much money they make. You expect them to actually put it back into the game.
Yes, and I know it's getting siphoned out to Microsoft, like we're saying, but if this game was historically created by an extremely small team, was an indie game. How do we have a company this big? So I'm all for this decision for my Mojang directly having to take orders from Asher.
Yeah.
And I mean,
King
historically,
with Candy Crush, I don't know
I got
how
no
slow
clue.
they've been, but
I think it's just because they're just coasting off of what they've done.
what was the last Candy Crush released?
I don't know. I have never played Candy
Did they
Crush. in
also
my
do the
life.
cut the rope games?
Maybe,
I think
maybe.
they might have.
Who knows?
I actually have on the inverse of that. I have heard that apparently King is fairly good with their player base, and they will cut off people who are whales. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
wow.
So I've heard this. So for people who don't know, a whale in a game is, or in a game where you can purchase items, is essentially someone who drops tens of thousands of dollars
Well,
into
not even
games.
that much, but
But
like,
like
it's
a
a
lot,
big spender.
a big spender on lives or like microtransactions in games. I've heard stories that apparently King will cut people off after a certain extent and saying, this isn't good. There's a problem here. We don't want you to spend all your money on this game.
That's kind of base.
That's
if it's true.
I swear I've seen this before. I swear I've talked to you about this before.
Very possible.
Yeah.
I don't remember it, but it's very possible.
Let me quickly
Gotcha
look it
Game
up.
Studios. Could
Yeah,
learn a
just
thing
while
or
you
two
look
from
that up, the other thing that Asha Sharma was talking about in her press release was she clarified what's happening to the, I believe, 6 studios that they've cut as well.
Yes.
So like clarified that Undead Labs and I can't remember who the other one was. They've gone back to being independent
It
studios.
was whoever was doing Hellblade.
Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ninja Theory.
They've gone back to being independent studios. The other 4 are, I believe, up for sale, possibly. I don't remember what it was that actually said about them in the press release. I just saw Undead Labs
Yeah,
as like
I don't remember
back to
all of the
independent.
studios, but I know that with those two, they were going back to being indie studios again.
So yeah, I couldn't find. I actually saw some worse information just up there
Yeah,
about
I
the
saw
King
that.
thing.
I
Yeah.
saw that too.
I did not, so you'll have to fill me in later.
Yeah, well, it could be a whole conversation, but it's from 10 months ago. Just quickly, I just saw an article then. Apparently, Microsoft mandated King every employee to use AI on a daily basis.
Ugh.
Ew.
Yeah, but whatever. Yes, with these gaming studios that Microsoft has acquired and is now getting rid of, it sucks. So they're getting rid of so it's Undead Labs, Arcane, Ninja Theory,
Compulsion Games.
Compulsion, Double Fine, and there was someone else.
I don't remember any of them. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought it was only 5. I don't know. There might be 6, but so with
I thought it was 6.
whatever. With Double Fine, Compulsion, and I think Undead Lab. No, Double Fine, Compulsion, and someone else. They are going to become indie again.
No.
Yes.
No, we just talked about this. Undead Labs and Ninja Theory.
No, they're not. Double Fine, I'm pretty sure. Undead Labs and it might have been anyway. 3 of the companies are going indie again.
It's
Two of them are getting sold off. Yep.
It's Double Fine and Compulsion Games are returning to their founders.
Yeah. So I forget his name for
Whoever the
Double Fine. You know.
Ninja Theory and Undead Labs are also just being sold. So I think
Yes, they're being sold. Yes.
we were completely wrong with the
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
that's what I
okay.
thought. Yeah.
But yeah, so Yeah, Ninja Theory and Undead Labs are getting sold.
They're getting sold, but there's contracts in place to make sure that they finish the new Senua game and that State of Decay 3 comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
And then Arcane, it's still up in the air what's going on with them.
That was the other one, Arcane.
I mentioned Arcane before.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Arcane.
yeah, that's all it said, really.
Yeah.
That's
So this is very unique that a company has bought a studio, they no longer need it, and they're letting two of them return back to indie and retain their IP. They get to, like, Double Fine, they get to hold on to,
Yeah.
I was about to say Scribblenauts. What is it?
Psychonauts?
Psychonauts, Trenched, Armored Brigade, you know, all those big games that they had. But, like, they get to keep all of that.
Yeah, the Ninja Theory gets to keep Hellblade as well.
Yeah,
and
that
State of Decay was the other game
with
big
Undead
game?
Labs, they're getting sold, but the ones that are returning to being indie studios, they get to keep their IP. That is so incredibly rare if you know the state of the industry. Usually,
If you know the history of Xbox, honestly.
oh yeah,
Look how many other studios
it's
they've
more
just
EA.
killed.
It's
Oh,
more
EA was very bad.
EA
for
will
that,
buy
yeah.
a company, they will destroy them, basically get rid of them, and they won't do anything with the IP.
They just
so it's
sit
just
on
lost in the ether. Microsoft giving this back and letting the companies stay around is such a good sign. It's very good, and it shows good faith.
Yeah.
Honestly, putting these other companies up for sale is good. I don't know who's going to buy them. Like,
Someone will, because there's a pedigree there with some of them. Like Double Fine?
I don't know if
Double Fine's
Fine.
going back to indie.
Indie. Okay, sorry.
I don't know if Devolver Digital just publishes games or if they actually own some of those studios.
I think they own stuff now.
So that'd probably be a... if they
Yeah,
did
it's
that.
a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
It is a lot. Devolver's still pretty small.
Devolver always has good games attached. I feel.
They do.
Yeah, even the ones that aren't for you, you look at and go, I can see why people like that game. It's just not for me. They don't seem to have any games that are like, well, that's a dud.
Devolver
right
it reminds me of like A24
Yeah.
with films.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it sucks that these studios are getting fucked around, but they're still going to survive, which is so incredibly rare. The other things to do with all the Xbox stuff. Oh, I've got a few things on here. So Asha Sharma, in her note out to the world, what?
I don't know. He's looking at me.
He looked at me funny.
I don't know. So Asha Sharma on her statement also said that she wants Xbox to have 1 billion active users, and I think daily active users. That is a very, very, very high bar to hit.
That is very high.
A seventh of the world?
Like an 8th, but yeah. Yeah, no, too many people.
Yeah, like, that's ridiculous.
It is. I mean, as you said, it's a high bar.
Yeah, but you know what? At the same time, usually if you have a very high goal, it means that, well, it shows drive.
It shows something.
Yeah.
I mean, look, with some of the other stuff that they've announced that wasn't covered in the press release, some of the other stuff that's coming out in the days after, particularly what seems to be their direct response to PlayStation cutting physical discs, which we'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of people jump from PlayStation to Xbox next generation.
We've talked about that. We had a clip go up slightly mentioning that, and I actually couldn't believe, we didn't get a ton of comments on it, but majority of them were saying, I've been a diehard PlayStation fan. I'm now looking at an Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm keen for the next generation of Xbox. And you know what? Even if Xbox goes all digital, which it most likely will, the new one, I think how much goodwill Asha Sharma is pushing on the Xbox brand and how in the last few months PlayStation has been going downhill, I think people are still going to think about going to Xbox.
I don't think that they're going to cut physical discs because of their other announcement.
Which was
the Xbox announced in the last, I believe it just in the last week, in like the last couple of days, honestly.
I think it was like, when I saw it, it was like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So
if you buy a physical disc from a store and you put that disc into your Xbox, it will add the digital rights to that game to your library. So you don't have to have the disc in there anymore, but it will be tied to your account from that point on.
The only thing about that is I'm assuming there's a way to stop people from
sharing the game.
Yes, that is the fear. That means that there's going to be some sort of extra bit with like, hey, we're going back to key codes and everything.
Well, it could also just transfer the game from that like one account to another, maybe.
If it had like a serial number thing and it's sort of like a product key where you can only have it at one at a time.
Which if they did manage to work that in, I don't think that's a bad thing at all. It means I wouldn't have to change games. It's still have
Not
a physical
really.
one.
It is nice. It also prevents like over time, like disk rot.
Yes.
If you had a big library and it's basically letting you have your digital and physical into one ID. That's cool.
I love the idea of convenience because it's just like I don't have to then get up all the time. Because I mean, not everyone's going to be gaming, on a Switch from their bed where it's like, hey, I can easily switch out the console cartridges and everything. Sometimes it's like I don't want to. It's a cold night. I've just gotten comfortable under the covers and blah blah.
Yeah, no,
I don't want to get up to switch out the disc.
It's a good idea for that.
You've said that it's a direct counter to what Sony said.
Just based on like the timing of it, I feel like
it is very well timed, like with that. But I think it is actually what Xbox is doing to ease when they're going to get rid of discs.
Yeah,
because
I don't see this as a counter. Yeah,
no, they're not going to say that they've not said that they're going to get rid of discs like yet. But I think this is if we do get rid of discs, they're still going to actually mean something.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be permanently on your account, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which is better.
It's for your existing libraries.
Like still onto your account, maybe a bit of game share.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is directly them saying we're not going to do this.
It will get rid of the secondhand market completely if this is something where you can't have more than one serial number account. It's like sort of the same idea as like an Apple ID, like locking out an Apple device. If you don't fully remove that from a device, it is a brick. Yep. You can't sell that off. That's why there's no point of really stealing an Apple phone or computer off anyone, because if it's still logged into the Apple ID, good luck turning that into a usable device.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's still good. I like the idea as well. Like it's changing games is a pain sometimes.
Yes, it is. It's a cool idea, especially if it's like they still do discs, but they're like, hey, maybe there's not a bunch on the disc itself.
It just has the install file.
Yeah, like the install file and a couple of things, and it means I can one day I can just put all my discs in, download them onto a different hard drive and swap them in and out. But it just means that if you do have your account banned or whatever happens, you've still got that game.
I feel like we can't praise them too much though, because we did rip into Nintendo when they did this.
Did they do that?
Yeah, they've done the exact same thing with their key cartridge.
Yeah, but the thing is, we don't fully know how Xbox is going to do it yet.
That's true.
If the game is still just on the disc and you can play it normal.
And also the key cartridges, to my understanding, you can give that to anyone and it'll still install the game on their console.
Yeah, you still need the key card in there when you're playing it. So it's not it's similar but not the exact same. But it's so
yeah,
see how it goes.
We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so there's a bunch of news with all this stuff. So with all these Xbox announcements, there has been some other stuff behind the scenes sort of leaked out that might be happening. And Asher has made some moves of telling maybe studios to do certain things, and I don't know. The easiest way to explain it is just tell you what it is. So for example, there is rumors that, or maybe even, I don't know if they're fully substantiated or not yet, but apparently Xbox has told Obsidian, the developer of Avowed, the biggest game they probably made was New Vegas, and like KOTOR 2, Knights of the Old Republic 2, Neverwinter Nights, The Outer Worlds. They have been told, Obsidian has been told by Microsoft that to stop production of Avowed 2, which is what they are currently making, and shift into a new Fallout, possibly Fallout New Vegas 2. If this is real, I'm sort of for it. Not because I love New Vegas, but it seems like there's been a thing in the industry for years where there is so many people, so many developers who have got lightning in a bottle and they just don't use it. It's like, why, like for example, we'll talk about it later, but why are you not doing a remake of this game, which will sell like crazy, or make a game in this style, which will sell like crazy, and they just don't do it?
Oh, yeah.
And is it because there's so many of those layers of management that prevent people from doing that? And now we're finally getting someone at the top being like, hey, I know you want to make Avowed 2, but let's make New Vegas, the game that people have been yelling and screaming about for 16 years.
I want a New Vegas remake. I never played the original. It looks fun.
Yeah, or a New Vegas 2.
Or a New Vegas 2.
Just anything, a Fallout from Obsidian.
Who did you say had dictated this?
Oh, there's a bunch of places online. I mean, I think I've
No. Who were they told? But because everything
I'm pretty sure it's
here,
Xbox.
Everything I'm seeing here was that Microsoft has dictated that they're going to shift to a new Fallout game.
Obsidian reported
headed by
cancels.
Josh Sawyer.
Yeah, who was the
Black Isle. Yeah.
No, but he was also the director of the first New Vegas. What are you looking at me like?
Was he a Black Isle dev?
He might have been, probably. Most of them were Black Isle devs who were in the original New Vegas.
So I know Chris Avellone.
For people who don't know, Black Isle was a studio that broke up and turned into Obsidian.
Yes.
It's basically the
original Fallout devs.
Yes.
And Interplay as well.
And Interplay, yes. So, but no, it's apparently, Obsidian reportedly cancelled Avowed 2 to focus on a new Fallout game. I think this is a really good idea. I mean, I know there's people who liked Avowed, but it's not what people wanted. And it's very strange that they decide the plan was to make an Avowed 2. Because I didn't think it was doing that well.
I mean, it seemed to sell okay, but just it didn't retain the player base because it wasn't what people were expecting.
Yes.
I don't remember seeing any gameplay of that. And usually, even if it's not that great a game, I do still see some gameplay of them coming out like right after release. I don't remember anything about that game.
Yes.
No. I played it and it was just like...
Yeah, I remember you talking about it.
It was fun, but that was it. It was...
A bit of a fart in the wind.
I know it's set in the same world that sugar, what was their other game that
I don't know.
No clue.
Outer Worlds?
No.
No idea.
Anyway.
The fucking one where you're a bug. Or your kids and there's bugs around you. What's that one?
Is that Obsidian?
Yeah. Isn't it Grounded or something?
Was that Obsidian?
Yeah, it's Obsidian.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'll get this up.
No, they had some like big RPG similar to sugar.
What? I don't know what game
Similar
you're trying
to
to say.
Divinity and
A game we don't care about, obviously.
Clearly.
Grounded. They did Grounded.
They did do Grounded.
Grounded, Avowed.
And Outer Worlds.
Is this one, Brock? One of these ones? Pillars of Eternity.
Pillars of Eternity, that was it.
Okay, yeah. Fuck, they've got a lot of games on here.
Oh, they did Stick of Truth?
They did Stick of Truth.
I love Stick of Truth.
Yeah. Alpha Protocol, Neverwinter Nights 2, KOTOR 2. You look at their catalogue and they've got some pretty good games on there.
I think I've heard of Pathfinders as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to play Alpha Protocol. That was always on 360 as like a game. Oh, should I buy that? Should I buy that? I heard it was pretty mixed, but decent.
It looks familiar.
Dungeon Siege 3 is probably the worst game there, honestly.
That's the one I don't think I've heard of at all.
They came out of the, Knights of the Old Republic 2, they came out swinging with that.
They did.
That is a goated game.
There were some people that didn't like it because it wasn't as tight as what the original KOTOR was. But no, it was good. It was a good game.
Yeah. But yeah, if Obsidian is doing a new Fallout instead of Avowed and getting that told by Microsoft to do that, I don't think that's a bad decision. I think that is, it's almost like they actually got a, what am I thinking? Like a what's he group?
The group that watch movies before it comes out.
Focus group.
Yeah, okay, got like a focus group
you.
of what do we want in the gaming industry or what do we want Obsidian to do. It's like, let's do another Fallout. And everyone realized, yep, people actually want that. Let's get them to do it.
Well, I mean, when was Fallout 4 released? Because
2015.
Not many people care about
Wasn't
76.
the big rumor was that like either Microsoft or someone high up at Xbox was like annoyed that Bethesda wasn't working on a new Fallout game to tie into the show.
We'll get to that stuff soon. There's
Do you guys
more
think
to
Elder Scrolls 6 is ever actually going to come out?
Well, we'll get to that soon as well. It's in the same thing. But yeah, I think if they're just being told, hey, do this, because people, if they do a new Fallout and it doesn't do well, which I can't see that happening. I really can't see that happening. But even if they did, it's not going to do worse than their current games they're making. And it's not like their current games aren't doing good. They're just not doing great.
I think even if a new Fallout was shit, people would still buy it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, people are playing 76. It's come around a lot since it first came out.
I just saw a mod today where someone is porting the entirety of 76 to Fallout 4.
That's hectic.
Yeah, just for people who want, like, I don't want to buy 76, but I want to play through that world. And I don't know how the quests are going to work, considering some of those like world events and everything are tied into you need multiple players for this.
Yeah,
we'll see how it sounds very, very ambitious.
Yeah. Well, going back to studios where Microsoft is making decisions, apparently another rumor is that Microsoft or Xbox has gotten angry with Bethesda and id and has basically said, hey, from now on, focus on making Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Quake, Doom games. Focus on those, which, hey, I'm all for, but also, what the fuck were they doing before if that wasn't the focus?
Releasing Skyrim.
Starfield.
18 times.
Yeah, I guess.
Which, look, again, I enjoyed my time with Starfield, but I haven't gone back to play.
I didn't.
You did not? No, I know.
I just saw that everyone said that it was mid as fuck and didn't buy it.
Oh, it was nowhere near as deep as what some of their, like, look.
It wasn't up to their standard, I don't think.
Especially since I can install Skyrim and have fun for a week, like, at least once a year.
And
Still.
I mean, I think I said when it was one of our first episodes, honestly, I think.
Maybe.
I'd said, like, you play that game and you can see that, like, yes, it uses supposedly a different engine, but you can see all the same design sort of stuff of, like, actor move to point B, begin dialogue, actor move to point C.
It's got the DNA.
Yes.
The thing is, I don't have any issues with, like, Bethesda at least using a similar engine, because I feel like part of their game's charm is the bugs.
Yeah, it's the jank, it's the bugs. Yeah.
Until the modders come in and fix them all.
There is like there could be a downside to this, that it gets rushed out and gets released before it's ready, but also it's been 8 years since the fucking trailer.
Yeah,
it wasn't even a real trailer. We have no gameplay.
They can't be rushing shit. I mean, like, Starfield came out in 2021 or 2 or something like that. Like, that's still 4 years ago, and they would have had a separate team on all this stuff. And you're right, earlier talking about how Microsoft was annoyed that Bethesda didn't have anything ready to go when the Fallout TV show came out, or season 2.
Yeah, they rushed out. What was that? They rushed out a next gen pack for Fallout 4 and a couple of, like, small content things. And 76 got a couple of content drops.
They got, like, the ghoul.
Like,
that was for season 2. I'm talking about for season 1.
No, but just in general, I mean, yeah.
If, like, a Fallout 5 was released, or just even like a Fallout game was released like a week or on the week of the finale, it would have sold bang.
Gangbusters.
It would have, like, they would have raked in so much from that, and they probably would have been good. I mean, Bethesda is usually, aside from Starfield, good at games. Like,
yeah, I mean, they also had, actually, to be fair, they also had Indiana Jones come out, which I always forget.
Right.
I always forget they did that, because it's a single player, like, just narrative.
Was
like,
that Bethesda?
Yeah, it was Bethesda.
Huh. Like, even if they did a remake of 3 just so people could get into like, get into it more. Like, I haven't played 3.
Yeah, no, but no, you're right. Yeah. That is probably the most gateway one besides 4. But the thing is, it's gateway to what we're up to. It's been 11 years. Fallout has grown so much in the last 5 years, even prior to the show coming out, and there hasn't been anything. I know that's the exact same thing with Elder Scrolls. But
if they looked at the industry at the moment and went, hey, remakes are doing quite well right now, we're going to remake Fallout 1.
Well, they already know.
People would be excited. I'd be
they would
concerned
have to
about
make
the quality
it in
wise.
the new version, like the new playstyle. People aren't going back to play.
100% they'd make it in the new playstyle. No one
would touch.
I love Fallout 1 and 2.
Yep.
Tactics, forget about it. But
no one's going back to play that. Yeah.
I mean, I am every now and then, but like no one's going that in terms of like, hey, we've remade it, and like, well, I'll just play the original. It's the same
It's
thing.
if you haven't seen the original Fallout, it's
I have, yeah.
It's isometric, top down. Yeah.
Bethesda already knows that it works. They re-released Oblivion. Like, I can't
Yeah,
believe
and they didn't even do that.
I can't believe that right after Oblivion, like, they saw how well Oblivion did. They weren't like, oh shit, we should get New Vegas and 3 immediately into a remake.
I do feel that was kind of a flash in the pan, though.
I don't think
because
it
it's
is.
sold super well. How many people do you know are still playing the remake?
Jacob.
Is he?
So one?
Probably. Well, no, but it's a. But that's not that.
Our Jacob?
That means fuck. Yeah.
No, he's not.
That means fuck all.
He's playing Baldur's Gate and Warframe.
Oh, that's
yeah,
base.
but no, but he's right. Like that doesn't mean
that's not an argument.
It came over a year ago.
It's a story game still.
It is, and it's
like,
a single player game.
Yeah, like you don't need to continue playing it if it's a game like Fallout or something that people know are good. When they remake it into modern engines, actually look good. Because like I have this thing where if it's old, sometimes I just cannot play or cannot watch it.
There's a lot of people like that.
Like I can with PS3 and stuff because I still grew up on that, but it wouldn't be a flash in the pan. They're massive franchises, and people.
No. I just mean that the Oblivion was. It felt like a flash in the pan because it came out. Everyone was super excited. Everyone bought it. Everyone played it for 2 weeks, and then there was nothing more about it.
It did its job.
It did its job.
Everyone bought it.
Yeah.
There's going to be no more. They released all the DLC with it.
I know, but it was more
did
something
its job.
like.
I know what you mean, but it's not any new content. So it's not going to have that staying power because they're not going to be like, oh, did you hear that? They might release a DLC called Shivering Isles. No, because it came out fucking 18 years ago.
Yeah, I feel like everyone bought it, had their flash of nostalgia for 2 weeks, and then was just like, that was good. I'm never picking this up again.
I never properly played Oblivion. That was my first time playing it, and I beat the whole game.
I still haven't bought it for some reason. I want to play it.
There's so many people played it. And I think Zach's right. If they did that, it would go off.
Even if they did it as like a joint remake, because they use the same engine, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
If they did like that, I mean,
it would cost a lot.
They wouldn't do it because they would make more money if they did them separately.
Yeah, they'd want to do 2
Or if they
editions.
did, I would honestly be okay if they did do like a new remake or half remake like they did with the Oblivion remake for Fallout 3 and New Vegas together in the same pack, and they charged $100 for it. I would be happy because I know I would get my money's worth out of it.
Yeah.
It might be a tall order for some people.
I would love to see a like high definition, or not even high definition, a current gen version of Fallout 3 in, what is it, in Unreal 5 was done in, or Unreal 4? What? Oblivion.
It wasn't done. It was Unreal 4 skin over the top of the Gamebryo engine. So it was like a hybrid thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be because I want to play the older Fallout games. They look more interesting to me than 4. Because just
yes, I saw someone comment talking about if Obsidian does do a New Vegas, that they want them to do it in the old Fallout art style, not the new bubblegum happy Fallout. Fallout is a way happier world in 4 and in 76.
It really is. It's way more colourful.
Yeah,
yes.
more comedic. There was always comedy in Fallout, but it doesn't have the drab dreariness of the Capital Wasteland and all of the East Coast, and then everything from Fallout, New Vegas, and prior.
Yeah.
And I really want them to go back to that. And I think they put sort of like a Bethesda tinge on it in 4, even though they did 3. I think they were just way more faithful to it then.
76 was particularly bad for it, where like, because it's in Appalachia, but it's only supposed to be like, I have a feeling it's only supposed to be 76 years. No, it can't.
No, it's from the vault. No, but it's not long after. It is not long.
It's like within 10 years after the bombs fell or something.
No, it's not quite that short. I don't think. Is it? I think it's less.
I'm pretty sure because the overseer talks about like.
See ya.
You go to look at the overseer's house. Let's talk to her there. Whatever.
Overseer.
What? Me Bumba?
Yeah, keep going.
She has a house outside of the vault that she lived in before she went into the vault. It's like within a decade. I'm fairly certain of it.
I don't know. I haven't played 76.
But anyway, the entirety of that, of the base game of New Vegas, before they started like fixing it, and
25 years after the bombs.
Oh, okay. Sorry, it is much longer than I thought.
Yeah.
But like, there's trees everywhere. There's grass everywhere. Everything is still like green. It does not feel like a Fallout game, other than the fact that, like, hey, I've got a Pip-Boy on my wrist. Hey, I'm carrying around the laser rifle. I'm doing all this. I've got power armor. Their latest update, Burning Sands, that feels so much more like what Fallout was, because it is a desolate wasteland.
But I'm not even talking about environment as much, which is very much an important part.
It is.
But tonally, those games are so different. Like Fallout 4 and 76 compared to 3 in New Vegas. Let's not get on this because we've had this conversation about 4 times. About
Fallout?
Yeah, we need to get off of it.
Back to what Xbox is doing.
Yeah, but back to Xbox. So, another thing, and this is probably... The Xbox news isn't good about all the layoffs and everything, but the worst bit of, I think, bad decision-making, which is possibly happening, that they've announced, is apparently Xbox might be seeing about handing over Halo to Activision. This is a rumor. I've seen there's a bunch of sites that have talked about this, but the rumor is that Halo could become an Activision, not property, but maybe
developed.
Yeah, in the hands of. And the idea is that they want Halo to come back as the Xbox brand, which it was for about a decade. And the way that they want to do this is try and get it in the hands of Activision, who have a track record of releasing a Call of Duty every year, for the last 20 years, I think?
Something like that. Yeah.
And they want Halo, I don't know if they want it as frequent, but they want Halo to be coming out a lot more often.
I would not want to see a Halo game every year. I love Halo.
No, I don't either. I would like to see a Halo game every few years, which it was from 1 to Reach.
Yeah.
Because Halo 1 came out in 2001, Halo 2 came out in 2004, Halo 3 2007.
Yeah,
Halo
every 3 to 4 years.
was 2009, and then Reach was 2010. So every 2 to 3 years, that would be perfect. Giving it to Activision, I can't see them doing that time cycle, but I don't know. I like the idea of having more Halo games because it's been, 6 years since Infinite or something like that, or 5 years. And then before that was since 343 and now Halo Studios took over Halo, there has been 3 games, and that's since 2010. So that's Halo 4, Halo 5, Halo Infinite.
And none of them have really been received as well as the original. No. Or the original set.
The original, and that's 16 years, and then Bungie did 5 in that time. And they're all received amazingly.
Budgets were different then, and like the development cycle different. And
Halo, but it's just Bungie was a much smaller team.
It
for Halo
was,
1,
yeah.
And for 2, and I think even for 3.
I think there's we've said it before, there's also just a lot of bloat in the gaming industry, which
100%.
This sort of whole layoff thing, the 14 levels of management
is probably causing a lot of the problems there. Another rumor I heard about Halo was that apparently if this new Halo campaign Evolved does well, that comes out in a couple weeks from now, which everything's shaping up, it looks great. Looks really good. They don't have the multiplayer. I know people are getting pissed about that, but Halo 1 multiplayer wasn't online, and I know it sucks, but I don't think it's a big drawing point. But the idea is, apparently I heard that if Microsoft sees that the Halo campaign Evolved does well, the idea is to do the exact same idea for Halo 2 and for 3, and that is the interim games till a new Halo is announced or comes out, like a new mainline title.
Yeah.
I've also heard a rumor that whatever happens with Halo, if it stays with Halo Studios or if it goes to Activision or whatever, I've heard this on a couple of sites and things like that, that apparently they might retcon those last 3 games and do a new continuation on from Halo 3.
Oh, okay, from 3. Okay.
What were you thinking?
I thought you meant like from 1.
Why the fuck would they do that?
I don't know. I didn't realize what
from,
it was.
From Halo 3. So basically the end of the Bungie run, which I would not be against at all. There's some cool things that happen in newer games, but I also was not a
I've
massive fan.
played, like I said, I've only played 5. I do not remember a single thing that happened.
Halo
in that
5
game.
was fucking terrible.
I don't-
Story-wise,
yeah.
it's the worst one out of the bunch.
Don't remember a thing that happened in that, and I have a rough idea of what's happened in some of the older ones without even playing them properly.
Yeah. There's some really cool ideas in the newer games and a lot of the expanded lore,
Yes.
but it's more in the books and all the separate stuff and not as
in
condensed.
the games, yeah.
But that's the rumors with Halo.
Hopefully, I really would not like it. Activision might pull through and make an actual good shooter for the first time in ages, but I do not want to see space-coded Call of Duty.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the Call of Duty games do still have a 2 to 3 year turnaround now because they've got three or four different studios making them. It's not the rotating between Infinity Ward and Treyarch anymore. Now it's like Sledgehammer and I think Raven Software or something. So it's like every 3 years. So they got 3 year development, which we'll have to see with this new COD because this seems like the first we're changing it all. I don't know if you've seen much about it.
I've heard that they're trying to.
Yeah,
change
they're
things.
trying to do it, and I've been seeing gameplay drop a little bit here and there, and it's got promise. It really does. We'll get back onto COD later because we've got plenty to talk about there. But I think maybe our last thing with the Microsoft stuff is that I saw a thing on here saying that Microsoft has admitted that Game Pass is failing and tens of millions of subscribers short of previous targets, which I'm also not surprised in because it seems like Phil Spencer, the old CEO of Xbox's idea was let's just try and give the best value for money and try and get all these developers and put all these games day one on Game Pass. And sadly, it wasn't turning over the money they thought, and now they're just hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
So they're doing a lot of changes now, and I think I would not be surprised if Game Pass goes up. Again, I know she brought it down.
Yeah, because they removed COD off of the Game Pass.
Yes, they removed COD off day one, which I thought was a great idea. Or they might trim it down or turn it into maybe a different style of service. I would not be surprised. Because Game Pass is such a success in its own way, but not enough to be
Kept around at this point.
Exactly.
I like the idea of Game Pass.
Yeah, same.
I like PlayStation's version because that's what I have. But I like being able to look at
PlayStation doesn't have one.
Well, no, they've got the deluxe PSN thing.
Yes,
You know what I
yes.
mean.
Yeah, okay,
that's what I meant.
Yep.
I like being able to look at games and just be like, I'm going to download that and not have to pay for it. Except for when I do once a year.
Yeah. And it's not cheap. Fucking hell.
It's not.
So that does suck, but I mean, I think a lot of people sort of saw that Game Pass was an insane value, and I know you hate Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. No.
He doesn't like. Yeah,
That
we've had this argument before.
doesn't make sense.
I know he doesn't like the idea of people getting good deals.
No, see, I like the idea of owning the games I buy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
do
this
I.
isn't an owning service, and we know that, and we're going into it like that. It's not like they're
Yeah, but
ripping us
see,
off
I-
after a fact.
No, I'm not saying they are, but it's more just I look at it and go, yeah, I'd rather pay for
Did
the
you
individual
never
game and own
rent
for it.
movies?
No.
Okay, see,
That's
he's the
crazy.
minority,
That's
and
wild.
I don't know how you don't
Dude,
see that
video-
appeal for other people.
Video Easy was like on the way out, and even I've rented a movie.
No, look,
Yeah.
my family rented movies all the time. I never did.
I refuse to watch them.
Oh, I watched them. It was just more that I wasn't paying for it. If I'm paying for something, it's something I'm keeping.
OT. Do you have Netflix?
No, yeah, but that's because Laura wanted Netflix.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
You should just pirate things, Brock.
I do.
Oh, okay,
He does.
fair enough.
Yo ho ho. The last thing about the Xbox, there actually was one more thing, is that apparently id Software is going to be at the brunt of, not the brunt, but a lot of their staff is being affected by these layoffs, and half of their staff is being sacked,
Yeah.
and they're going back to the size that they were when Doom 2016 came out.
That's rough.
Which sucks. It does. It's a great developer. I do feel like they haven't stagnated, but they've kept on the same idea for a decade now, and it's let's just keep doing Doom.
Yeah.
And they're putting new ideas in it, but I think a lot of people had their feel after Eternal. It was like, we did 2016, great. Eternal came out. It's like, oh, this is just this game, but better. And then Doom: The Dark Ages for a lot of people was like,
hey, here's the same thing.
He's more. I mean, they did a lot of different things in it, but I think that play style had its time.
Yep.
Was Wolfenstein also a id game?
Yes.
They should do another one of those.
No, I don't think id made it.
Oh.
Fuck, who did it? No, it's an id property.
Okay.
I think it was done by someone else. Let me double check.
Because those ones are old as well.
They're
That's
great,
a very big property. Oh, maybe not very big, but it's still a big property too.
Oh, when those new ones came out, like the New Order, and then like
I heard the first one of the new ones wasn't as good, and then the second one was like insane.
Dude, if it came out that like, hey, id's like, yeah,
Machine Games made them.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it's an id IP, but Machine Games made them. Yes.
Okay. If we, in a couple of weeks we find out that, hey, we're not making another Doom game, we're going to focus, like our next title is going to be a Quake game, or it's going to be
Would
something.
love that.
Yes, that would be nice to like just not another arena shooter, but like
There isn't much else.
see, I think there's enough in that space that's similar enough.
I don't think there is.
They should get Trent Reznor back on.
They should
on the soundtrack.
They like the closest thing was Splitgate, and that died, and that developers made a new game, which is like Titanfall. I've been really keen to maybe buy that, but there isn't anything in that space anymore, really. Like there just isn't. I don't know anything unless like maybe small indie games.
Okay.
Like, can you think of anything?
Well, see, I look at that and
So arena shooters just like Halo multiplayer, right?
I sort of consider Halo arena shooter. We said this once in a clip and people went ballistic. It's more like, have you seen old Quake?
Not really.
Unreal Tournament. Let me get up like Quake 3 footage real quick.
I think I might have seen some footage, but I don't think it was like of any.
All right. Sorry to the audio listeners. We just started fucking cackling in the middle of nothing. We haven't clicked off anything. I jumped onto YouTube and we're looking at this video before. There's this old lady. You've probably seen her on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and she goes through the food that she has every night for dinner, and she has corn on the cob every night, but she calls it corny on the bob, and she always calls it this. And then she has like, I think it's onions on like her meat, and she calls it engines. I'm gonna just play the
engines. Yeah.
Engines.
But also, she never has it on the cob.
No, it's corny on the bob, off the bob.
Yeah,
that's what she says.
Every single time she's like showing the plate, and I'm just like, there's no cob on that plate.
Tonight I made. Hold on, let me get a drink.
Oh God, we've got to watch just the context.
Cow beef liver and onions. Homemade loaded potato salad. Corny on the bob. Oh.
Whatever this edit is.
Oh God, corny on the bob, off the bob. What was I looking up? Oh, Quake footage.
Quake. You were showing me Quake.
Quake 3 footage. Yeah, this is like Quake here. First plays HD. Good, yeah. Quake 3 Arena. This is a goated game.
I've heard lots of like basically nothing but good things about them.
But it's like this type of shooter. If you can, just going around picking up weapons, like power weapons around the map.
That kind of sounds like Halo.
Yeah, well, you're right, and people get pissed when you say it because I think Halo is more of like a newer, evolved version of what a arena shooter is.
Yeah.
But that's the idea of an arena shooter. I love our related videos, evolution of Quake. Do you have Gout? And then Desert Eagle 50, and then Flying Beagle. Good album. But yes, that's.
But the other thing I was going to say, like, yeah, if they announce, in a week, like, oh, we're not going to make another Doom game for a while. We're going to make the next Quake, or we're going back and making another Commander Keen game or something. Like, not that anyone's wanting that exactly, but
or they're going to bring back Wolfenstein.
Oh well, no, but Machine Games is still doing it.
Was Duke Nukem also id, or is that a completely separate one?
No, that was 3D Realms, which was a Duke Nukem 3D is considered like a Doom clone.
I know it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Wait, that's the original.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So back when Doom came out, Wolfenstein came out first, but when Doom came out, bunch of developers copied them and made their own games that were very similar looking,
Yes.
including Duke Nukem 3D, probably the most popular out of those. And they were considered just not FPSs at the time because the genre hasn't around. Yeah, Doom clone. Like Rise of the Triad and a bunch of other games
Duke
like
Nukem,
that.
Duke Nukem would have been the most popular because the main character is actually fun. Well, he is fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's problematic but fun. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I was
yeah.
I was trying to find the original Duke games the other day just for nostalgia
They're shit
reasons. I was like,
side scrollers.
they were not great. No, they were
the original ones before 3D. Yeah.
they.
know that.
Yeah, he's orange and it's
Trump.
limited color palette, but
Yeah.
anyway, I was nostalgic. I wanted to try them. I could not find them anywhere. Or at least not in a manner that I could actually play them on my machine currently. But no, if they came back and like they said, "Hey, we're going to be working on some of our older IPs," like I'd be stoked for that.
I think it's really only Quake is the thing that probably needs something looking at. Like they don't have many other old IPs. They had Rage that they did, and that didn't go super well.
I liked Rage, but like, it had problems. It really did.
That's their newest IP, and that's from 2007.
They treated that like it was going to be a big
2009, I
Fallout
think.
killer, but it was just like
it was a different game. That was the last game that John Carmack made with id before he left, and then went to like Meta and Armadillo Airspace and all that shit.
They had, what is it, Daikatana or whatever.
That was John Romeo's game, who was the other main guy from.
I feel like they also have a very good, like, Doom's movement is really, really fun.
Yes.
I feel like just being able to make movement like that alone means they could make so many fun games if they wanted to make a new genre.
I think a bunch of their games have been like that.
Yeah.
Like that's the original Doom games. I think still they're very fluid.
They're all boomer shooters.
Yeah, well they're floaty, but you still feel great. And then same with the Quake games.
But like,
but
even
you're right.
Even like excluding a shooter, if they wanted to branch out a bit, see what they could do. Like, I feel like they have good fundamentals to be able to do that kind of thing.
New Mirror's Edge 3.
No, that was an EA project getting shut down, wasn't it? Basically.
Yeah. Oh well, they did do that in the end. All right. Well, do you guys have anything else to talk about the Xbox stuff?
I'll quickly check my notes. I don't believe I did, other than
I think if
like
we think
one or
about
two little news articles about. What was it? They're getting sued. They were being sued in a Brazilian court because of someone getting their account hacked, but they've now had to reinstate it and give him his account back and also pay 400 damages. Such a minor thing.
Yeah, nothing crazy. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was there was a bit of controversy in the gaming space this week around Steam. And it was about this game called Paddle 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 that came out. So for people who don't know, there was a game called Paddle 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 that came out, and it was a friend swap game that got really good reviews. And what's the idea? You go paddle up a stream or something?
I think it's just paddling, in a boat.
Yeah, you're just paddling in a boat. It was a very
Generate all your slides.
I don't care about this fucking thing.
Yeah, is it two people or is it multiple?
Well, it says friend swap. I think it is multiplayer or whatever. The game, it's saying it's an aquatic take on Super Monkey Ball in this little review here. Like, here's the video. It's nothing crazy. I think it's just like try and get through the mission without, or the level without hitting objects. Yeah, it's two friends go along. Cool little idea. Nothing crazy. The game itself has been getting really good reviews on Steam. Paddle, 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 this is. And the problem is people are beating it in under 2 hours and refunding it. Because Steam has their refund policy that if you don't play a game, if you don't open a game for like a week, within a week of playing, you can refund it. Or if you don't, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Or if you play less than 2 hours of the game, you can refund it and get your money back. People are beating this game in less than 2 hours, saying, hey, this was a great little time, a great game, it was really fun, and refunding it. The developer has gone online and basically said that he doesn't think Steam should still have the refund policy, which I understand because apparently his game has been refunded 55,000 times. I feel for him. It sucks. Like, how much did he say? It was like 50 grand?
I don't remember the exact
something like that.
but he has like 21% of the people buying his game have returned it, despite the fact that his game is like, what was it, like
90%.
90% very positive. Yeah.
Fuck those people.
Yeah, no, it sucks. They review, like, there's reviews on Steam being like, this game's great. I had a great time. Beat it within 2 hours so I could refund it as well. And it's like, come on, if you enjoyed the game, it's like what? It's like $5 or something. I think it's $5 American.
Come on.
Yeah, just leave it. But on the other side, I don't think Steam should get rid of their refund policy because your game is less than 2 hours. People do shitty things like refund a game that they like because it's less than that time and whatever. But at the same time, the refund policy on Steam has been such a blessing since they added it in. There has been plenty of times where I've bought games and I'm like, this isn't for me, or this isn't loading up on my computer properly and I've definitely got the specs for it, or whatever reason, it's got too many glitches in it, and you get a refund, and it makes you feel way more confident in the service of Steam and confident in the idea of PC gaming. You can't do this with physical gaming that much. You can go in and try and refund it in a store. They're not, half the time they won't do it. And then also, if you try and do it on like PlayStation Network or something, you just can't.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you sent an email or something, it's ridiculously hard and it's basically not as achievable. I don't think it's fair to say get rid of this refund policy on Steam just because his game's been refunded.
But it's also, they can't. They were made to implement that.
Yes.
In part because of our ACCC.
Yes, for the Australian consumer law. I don't want to say make your game longer than 2 hours because that's not fair. But at the same time, I think it's also to be expected when your game isn't long enough to hit the Steam refund period. I know it sucks, but that's how it is. And the only way around that is if the game was longer. And again, I know that sucks, but there's no real solution I can see. And
you could do something like if your game has, this would be a very finicky way, and I'm just like, thinking off the top of my head, something to do with like, hey, there's this achievement that you get at like the midpoint and you get this achievement at the end point. If the player has these achievements, they're no longer viable for a just change of mind refund or something. But that, as I said, very finicky. It's
the problem is you could be a dishonest developer and put that stuff right at the start, or make the game extremely quick or whatever to sucker people and not force them, but get them to a point straight away where they can't refund the game.
The other thing could maybe be Steam tracks people playing the game and then makes a rough idea of time completed or that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if it is a shorter game, if they've got a rough idea of time completed, it's like, oh, you finished this game. You're not getting a refund, or you got halfway through. Maybe not halfway, but that way they have a better idea. Maybe.
See, the problem with that idea is I know plenty of people who will, I'll start this game, and then they'll walk away from the computer and just leave the game on the main menu for however long until they wander back.
Oh.
Like, I've got plenty of games where I haven't played a single minute of those games, but it says I've got 6 hours of it.
It's a good thing statistics removes those. That is a thing.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that would be the best way to counteract these kind of scumbags. They're scummy. That's a shit thing to do. Getting a game, enjoying it, and then refunding it when this is clearly a small project. Not something a
single developer.
Single developer, but graphics aren't that great. Looks like it's pretty simple, but doesn't mean it's not fun. That's the whole point in the first place.
Yes.
Very shitty thing for these guys to do.
Yes. But on the other end of things, if this really sucks for this developer, I don't think anything's going to be done, because even in the developing space, he's probably a minority of a minority. There is not many people that I feel like probably have these games that this short. So I don't think anything will really be done about it, because it's for such a small amount of people. It sucks, but I don't think it justifies changing the whole thing, which benefits so many others, just to help this smaller minority. And again, I'm not saying they don't deserve their money, because they've put time and effort, made a great game, people love it. But just so old mate can get not have people refund his game who liked it, shouldn't put the rest of the gaming community at a disadvantage and sucker them in, well, not even sucker them, but fuck them over with games that they buy and might have to refund. There'll be a much larger price tag. All right, well, that's that one. Brock, was there something you wanted to say? You're fidgeting and doing some crazy shit.
No, just on Steam. They've apparently had their best ever 6 months. They've made, $11.1 billion in this year. So,
Good.
hooray for them. I mean, their recent summer sales probably helped with that quite a bit.
I still need to buy Baldur's Gate on that.
Yeah, no, it's definitely good on there. I do think PC gaming is growing more than I've seen it in previous years by far.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's funny to think PC gaming's growing, but buying a physical PC in stores is not an easy task anymore. Good luck for, laptop, sure, but a physical gaming PC, at least in Australia, isn't super easy. All of our major retailers don't really stock them in store and have a very low amount online.
Basically, all the good ones are online.
Yeah.
Like Aftershock.
Aftershock PC, shout out to Aftershock PC. I had someone come up to me at work the other day and say, hey, I bought an Aftershock PC because of your podcast and you were talking about how good it was. And I said, oh, great. I'm more than happy to give that company money because they did such a great job with my PC, now Brock's old PC.
Yes.
And when there was a problem with it, they sorted it out great.
Yes.
And if I wasn't able to get such a good deal on my current computer, I would have bought one from there in a heartbeat.
Yeah. But what were we talking about?
Oh,
How hard it is to get some computers and
Oh,
stuff?
yeah, just buying computers in general.
And even like retail stores physical retail stores that do sell them, most of the time they're not going to have them there in the store. You still got to order them.
Oh, that's what we said. It's all online.
Yeah, you got to order it and have it delivered or shipped out or
And then
wherever.
you had to do that with yours.
Yeah, mine was an online one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got it from a physical store, but it was all online.
And yeah, because they've got only the gaming laptops up, people are like, oh, maybe they're good enough to use for this kind of thing. They
all the time,
fucking suck.
Yeah, they do.
And they break so much.
Yes, they very much do. Zach knows that very well.
I've had one. It has broken. I had one originally. The Wi-Fi thing in it stopped working. And then I've replaced that one. Got that one replaced because it was that short a time. The one that I have upstairs, I can't get it repaired. I'm just lazy. It has been faulty so many times.
Yes.
I think all three of us in the last, 5 years, probably less, have had a gaming laptop that has then broken on us.
Yes.
Because the computer I had before I bought your old computer, I had a Nitro 5 Thingo.
Now, there you go. You got an Acer. There's your problem.
I mean, look, I got it at a very, very good price, but even so, battery was dead within, I'm going to say 3 months.
Yep.
And the HDMI port on that thing, I don't think ever worked correctly.
Yep.
You've heard me complain about it many, many times. You're just saying you've had problems with yours. That, what was the gaming laptop you bought that the screen fell out of?
Oh, bro. I bought a HP Omen 14 when they first did the sort of slim Omens. It's about 2 or 3 years ago now. Nice looking computer, nice OLED screen. The screen lifted off the computer within 2 weeks?
It was so
So when you'd open up the laptop and just pull it up, the screen would detach from the back.
Did the hinge seize? Because that's a pretty common fault with laptops.
That happened with my original MSI gaming laptop though. The hinge got seized a lot and I would open the computer and it snapped it.
Yeah, I've seen that happen so many times.
Happens
No,
so
for his HP, the glass literally fell out of the screen.
Christ.
Yeah, it was fully detached by that much.
Or the perspex or whatever they're putting in OLED screens now.
Yeah. No, I know what
and
you mean.
so you open it up and I'm looking into the computer and it's not, I'm doing nothing different. I'm just opening it with one. That would never happen on this MacBook.
I have so much faith in MacBooks. Let's suck off Apple a bit more.
Yeah, oh, bro. You wait till the end of this year when I'm selling my soul for all the new products that they're releasing. I don't want to think about the end of this year. I really don't because...
And their price is going to go up as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm buying the iPhone Fold. I've said this since day dot. I'm buying the Fold. There are so many things I could use it for. It would take away a lot of the uses I use my iPad for. And if they release a MacBook Ultra, which the big rumor is, very, very, very tempted to buy it.
Yeah. On PC gaming though, I think. Do you reckon Steam has had a hand in people getting more and more into PC gaming?
Yeah, that seems the only reason people would buy PC for gaming.
Steam is like by a mile the best buy online distributor.
Yeah,
They
have been. For
I'm
like,
not disputing
they
that
have
at
been
all.
for like.
But if someone's been a console gamer for the last 10 years and like they may not have even heard of Steam.
Dude,
At this point, you can't not have.
I'm saying like even compared to the PSN and Xbox stores, I haven't used the Xbox one in a while, but from what I remember, it was rough. Like it wasn't great, and PSN is pretty alright, but it's nothing compared to Steam.
Do you remember the leak? Oh, was it leaked or was it actually put out officially? There was that shot of the new Xbox UI supposedly that has a Steam filter on it.
Yeah, that was like over a year ago now, though.
Yeah, that's pretty old. But
Yeah,
it would be cool if there was a Steam on Xbox.
like
which I
Steam
think-
integration somehow.
That
Yeah,
would be very, very cool.
Yeah, but no, it's like so much better than all of them. So much easier to get refunds. Of course, it'd be a way in.
it's just so much. It's just better in every way. But of course, that's the only reason you'd.
Much like there's so much more variety and usability as well. And like, hey, I've played Fallout 4 to death. It's the only game I own, but I can just download Fallout London mod, and now I'm playing
Yeah.
an entirely same game but entirely new experience.
I do feel like modding is a major pull for people to play PC. It was for me originally. It was, I think it was Fallout 3 mods that made me want to buy a PC originally. And there's a lot of people who they want to get a PC for modding. A lot of people don't touch it because they're not that tech inclined.
It's a lot easier to do now than
Oh,
it was.
way
like
easy.
10
Oh
years
my
ago.
God. Some of the file management, the stuff you have to do, backing up your drives and your games on the separate. I mean, you know, I know you're supposed to do that, but almost being a necessity, and it's a lot easier now than it used to be, especially with Workshop.
Yes.
Oh my God. Not that a lot of the super high quality stuff isn't usually on Workshop.
No,
which
they're
sucks.
pulling away from it again, and it's
but,
just like, no, just put it back on Workshop and make it.
But because the
one
file's
click.
there with like the mods file and everything, Nexus mods is still easy as shit.
Yes,
Nexus
it's,
mods is really easy.
it's a lot easier than it used to be, though.
It
Just how the
really-
file structure of those games are.
I remember downloading mods onto Minecraft. Like, I know it's probably different.
Yeah, no, but Minecraft was annoying as well. I
Like,
agree.
Minecraft was fucking annoying.
It's got like what CurseForge and stuff like that.
See, that's what I was about
yeah.
to have a bitch about, because Ark Ascended uses they don't use Workshop anymore, which Survival Evolved did.
Oh, okay.
They use CurseForge, and I have a feeling it's because CurseForge allows you to have paid mods on there,
yes,
which I
yep.
don't know if Nexus allows. I know Workshop does not.
No, Nexus has their own subscription
Yes.
to download stuff much faster.
Yes, which is a convenience thing, not a like a
For some
lockout
things,
thing.
yes, it is a convenience thing, but for some of them, remember how I was talking about that?
That collection of mods, yes.
There was a collection of Skyrim mods that I wanted to get for a total conversion when I had an old computer. I tried to get it sorted. I downloaded them. I didn't get it on this new computer, which I should. It was, you had to download each individual mod, and through Nexus mods, it was hundreds of mods, and you have to wait 10 seconds between each one and then go back onto the page. It would have taken like 3 days to do it manually. Or if you do it with like the Nexus, like the premium or whatever, so I got that for a month,
You just
go
download
in
the
there,
collection and it
do it, and
downloads
it'll just,
all.
it would still talk about 20 minutes, but it has like an auto downloader thing. Night and day.
I like how Terraria does mods because there's Terraria, and then if you have Terraria, you can download T Mod Loader, which is a separate app, and then it's just Workshop. You just download it from Workshop straight
Yeah.
away,
That's
and then
cool.
in the app, there's the thing as well. You can just turn them on and off, like basic mods, mod loader stuff. I like it a lot more. It's
That's
very
cool.
easy. Binding of Isaac does it like that as well, which
Yeah.
is good.
Making it more accessible is always better. There was something that you wanted to talk about, Brock, and I have it on my list as well. Is talking about EB Games with their Pokemon card prices.
Yeah. So a new Pokemon pack released. Oh, what was it? No.
I know, recently. Doesn't matter.
There a new one.
Yeah, there's a new one.
Actually, it might be one that's still coming out. It might
Yeah.
not be out yet. Anyway,
Let's have a look though. Yeah, it's Pitch Black, July 17th. So a few more days. Yeah. So I'm on the EB Games website now. Oh, they've only got 2 things up on here.
yeah. But anyway, they had whatever the latest one at the time to come out. They had it on there. on their site for a ridiculous price. Like
they
there was
marked it
a
up
massive markup.
Crazy.
People still jumped on it because they were like, well, I'm a big Pokemon fan. I want this thing. So some people still jumped on it. EB released a statement about 2 days ago
Something like that, yeah.
addressing like all the complaints they were getting, because this was like a couple of weeks ago that the markup was. Their claim, and I'm not quoting them verbatim, I'm just like what I can remember from their press release. Their claim is that this is part of like a 3-step or 4-step program or something that they're using to combat scalpers primarily. Tom might be able to find the actual press release.
I'm not going to bother.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're saying that like, hey, the big price increase was to deter scalpers from jumping on it. They're also going through and checking out like, oh, sorry, Tom's just found an Eevee statue which looks adorable.
Eevee.
I was pointing at Soul Silver.
I fucking love Eevee. But oh well, yeah, keep going.
Eevee's way better than Pikachu.
God, yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, so there's, how dare you, sir?
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry for interrupting your speech. We're on the EB Games website. I just typed in Pokemon and went high to low. EB Games is selling a copy of Pokemon Heart Gold for DS for $300.
That's fucked.
It's a pre-owned game. I know these games, Pokemon games, hold their value. They also made millions and millions and millions of these. What
They
the
sure
fuck?
did. Go check it on CEX. It'll probably be the same price.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It really is ridiculous,
yes. I think the like original ones with the little thing that you walk around with.
Yeah, the Pokewalker
that one
thing.
is worth like a lot. And then the rest is kind of
What
bullshit.
the fuck, man?
Black version $200. That's fucked.
Yeah, Platinum is $268 on the EB Games website. What the fuck?
Just
So what do you want? Do you want to buy Pokemon Heart Gold on DS, or do you want to buy a Nintendo Switch Lite? Because they're the same price.
just emulate them.
I had Black 2 and I wish I still had it, but
I wish
I
had my
lost it when I
Pearl
moved.
still.
DS emulation is like the easiest thing ever.
It really is.
You can do it on any laptop and it will run.
It's crazy that these Pokemon games cost so much because there are so many of them.
Yeah.
There is so many. Like everyone had a copy of Pokemon. So is it just because I don't know why they're worth so much.
I don't know. Maybe it's because the case is in good condition.
Maybe?
Like because it's a kid's game. I
who
understand.
knows?
I understand with Soul Silver and Heart Gold if it is the edition with the little Pokemon thing and it has that. That one makes sense because there's not as many of those. But the other ones, that's fucked.
And look, it's a Nintendo game. Artificial inflation is in full swing.
But brain training's only $8.
That's fucked up.
Less
man.
people had that.
Didn't that come with the thing?
Maybe. I don't think I had brain training.
I think I got a copy of brain training upstairs.
Yeah, keep
Anyway, so back to them scalping Pokemon cards. Yeah, it's part of this program they're apparently doing where we've artificially increased this price for a while to deter scalpers.
This is EB Games.
Yes, this is EB Games. Anyone who has legitimately pre-ordered this pack, we have gone through, this is from what EB has said, we've gone through and checked all these accounts. Those people who have put in legitimate orders, we are going to go through and adjust their price accordingly down to what I don't know if it's going to be the RRP or if it's whatever they were originally going to sell it at. We've gone down and adjusted those prices so that those people will still be able to get those. In the coming weeks and months, we're still going to be going through and checking accounts. Legitimate accounts will be able to get these things. Scalpers will not. That is their hope. I don't see it working out for them. They're not going to be able to deter every single scalper.
They're also not going to be able to sell them with pre-orders because it costs more. Like, not everyone... people should be able to...
They've gone through and said, hey, this thing that should be $20, we're charging $300 for Pokemon Gold. Those people who put in a pre-order, we are going to adjust the price accordingly. So they'll be getting it for $20. They haven't paid $300.
Yeah, no, I get that. But when they've had to put in their order, unless there was a deposit, unless it's just a deposit or if you're paying upfront.
If they've paid up front, I expect they're going to have to do we're going to do a reversal.
They're going to get refunded, but that's like, if they've upcharged them by heaps for this kind of thing, that is a lot of money to be short.
Yes.
So, seems like a kind of odd way to do it instead of just being like one pre-order per household, per person, per IP address, all this shit. Like so many things that could have just been done, or maybe not one, but you know what I mean. Like
Yes.
so many ways to limit how many times
They
a
could
person
have literally
can
gone
order
in and like they could have just said, "Hey, if you want to get this, I'm not to give any credit to their stupid EB Plus or EB World or whatever the fuck it's called. Those people, I think they already get first crack at pre-orders, honestly.
They do. It's said on the side, I'm pretty sure.
But also they could just be like, hey, you need to have been an EB World account member or whatever for 5+ years in order to go for this pre-order, which isn't going to cut out all the scalpers. I'm sure there's plenty of scalpers that have had EB accounts for like way longer, but it definitely gets rid of all the people who are jumping on it as I haven't made one before. I'll just grab it now because like I know Pokemon cards are big.
I don't know. I think they're just trying something out.
Hopefully it works.
This is the only thing that EB Games is probably making money on now. When I just quickly looked up and typed Pokemon on their website, it was like 95% of the results were just fucking merch and shit. And that stuff
That's
is going
the same for anything you type into there.
That's going to go downhill like crazy soon. Like shopping centers at the moment are dead compared to what they were. Like everywhere is getting way more quiet. These shops, you see it every week, at least in Australia, that all these retailers are going under because people just don't have the money and they're not going into shops. Pokemon cards is one of the only things that I think keep EB up now. So I think they're going to try and hang on to that how much they can. And I think they're trying to do this scalping stuff. They probably are legitimately wanting to get...
Well, it's not pop finals anymore.
Yeah, not stop scalpers, but also that's also what's making the money.
Yeah.
It's hard. I don't know. I don't really wish any ill will on the employees of EB Games, but the company itself I don't feel like is amazing.
No. They need to cut the size of their stores down. They need to stop just like... I like the idea of Zing stores. I like the idea of gaming merch. I don't like how it's priced.
Well,
15 years ago, I do. Now it is so oversaturated. Extremely so.
You are not wrong.
It used to be rare to find gaming merch anywhere or like anything gaming, like out and about. If you go to Sydney and you see some little pop-up shops, they might have stuff, or certain like super gaming stores like the Gamesman or something like that. And it was cool. And then EB started putting stuff in there and it was cool. And then they started just doing, that's all it was. And all these places, there's gaming shit everywhere. Half the shops you walk into, there's shit thrown in your face. I don't care.
I have a creeper mini fridge. Like, it's absurd.
Yeah.
I had a jar as well at some point. That was cool too.
I wish they had all this shit when there was all the games I would have bought merch for.
Yeah.
It's my fucking Halo 3 merch. I'm still hanging on to the poster I got for free with the game.
You have a shirt for it as well, don't you?
Halo 2. Yeah, all that's coming up now. I got actually...
Well, is that a Halo shirt?
Yo, I got Halo shirts. What the frick? But yeah, it's... I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I had another big couple of things on here I wanted to talk about. So this was a week of nostalgia for a lot of people because after being announced a little while ago, they released the ports of Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 onto the PlayStation Network. And I think they did it back onto Xbox as well, but I think they had the original version still on there. Either way, Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 are now back on PlayStation. The original games, they didn't really do anything. They up-resed it a tiny bit. Still looks like shit because they're games from 14 and 16 years ago. Few little problems with it though. So, I've got PlayStation Plus, and there's a discount when you buy them on PlayStation Plus. Do you want to guess how much the games cost?
Well, as without the discount or with it?
Both.
I'd go without, probably like 120, knowing Activision.
What about you?
Is this together or separately?
Separately.
Oh, separate.
Yeah, you do separate.
You have to buy them separate.
Yeah, they're separate.
That's fucked.
Oh, they're separate games.
Well, yeah, I know, but like
Gonna
they're
say-
old and they'd be small.
Ooh, are they the same price as when they first came out? Is it going to be like $80 or something?
You just tell me your price, what you think.
I'm going to say $80 each.
I'd probably
Yep.
say 100 each then if they're...
So, for Call of Duty Black Ops, if you buy them if you got PlayStation Plus for Black Ops 1 and 2, they're both $30 each.
Oh.
Without Plus, they're $60 each.
Isn't it illegal to have a sale the second it comes out?
No, because it's a like exclusive PlayStation Plus discount.
That still sounds dodgy.
I know, but they've always done that. But you also need to buy the DLC if you've got, and it's in the packs, like the full pack, not individually. If you've got PlayStation Plus, it's $15 for the packs each on each game. If not, it's $47.
What the?
So if
How many packs are there?
No, there's only one per game
Oh, okay.
because it has all the DLC packs in it.
Why is the DLC not included on a 16-year-old game?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous.
Very strange. And the thing is, so if you didn't have PlayStation Plus and you wanted to buy both Black Ops 1 and 2 ports and the DLC for them, it's like $214 for games that came out 14 and 16 years ago.
That's ridiculous.
What a fucking joke.
You were technically closest.
Yeah.
What? Oh yeah.
$100
you're right,
for the
you're right.
whole package. Yeah.
But with the PlayStation Plus discounts, it's still a lot for an old game that they haven't done anything to. So I've got both of them, but like $47.
How much was the Oblivion remake when it first came out? Was it like $50? I
think it was like $50.
All the DLC and all that kind of stuff, and
all
actually
redone up.
upscaled. Like,
Yep.
that's
Yes.
a rip-off.
Actually, yeah, like it's not even upscaled. Were they in widescreen originally?
Yes, they were.
Okay.
Yeah. That's funny. When I was loading up both Black Ops 1 and 2, you have to do, obviously, move it so this is the boundaries of your screen. It doesn't go to the boundary of my screen. Like, as far as I can go is still like this much far off. I got a 65-inch OLED and it's still like that on each thing. It works fine. They've compensated for that.
Just letterboxed on every side.
Yeah, no, it's not, but it looks like it would from what the thing was. So I think that's ridiculous how much these Black Ops ports were. The other thing is they did remove stuff from them. So they removed theater mode from Black Ops 2 and they removed wager matches from Black Ops 1. I don't remember if there was a theater mode in Black Ops 1, but whatever. But if you don't know what a wager match is, in Black Ops, they used to have this mode where you'd go in and you had to basically stake a part of your COD points, which is what you used to buy your weapons and all your attachments and all your shit with. And if you were in the top 3, I believe, of that match, you got paid out more than what you normally would if you played a game. And it'll be percentage-wise. So if you're number 1, you got like double or triple what a game would be. But if you lost, or in those lower brackets, you would lose all the points. So you just lost. It's basically gambling. They got rid of it because people used to leave the games all the time, disconnect their console just beforehand. And then in Black Ops 2, they got rid of theater mode because apparently there was a bunch of exploits in it, like hacking into people's accounts or doing whatever. I don't know. I never got into the hacking scene of Black Ops 2.
I will say just very, very quickly, that used to be the whole thing for like, hey, here's why you buy these and play these games on console, because you had very, very, very few hackers and cheaters, as opposed to PC, which was rampant with them. Now it's basically just rampant on all systems.
Yes, but not for a lot of the CODs. There was always hackers. Always. Not as frequent. Like, one of the games that is known for like, don't play it online on PC because it is really bad is Modern Warfare 2. People always used to say, you're going to get something's going to go wrong.
Yep.
And those people who would own private servers, and if you jumped in their game and you went too good or did something they didn't like, they would boot you off the game. Like, there was a ton of stuff that would happen. But so I started playing Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, and it is a direct port, 1-to-1. It looks like shit, still fun as hell. It's really funny playing those games now with modern gaming sensibilities, especially with the audiences. So I went and started playing Black Ops 1 first, and I jumped into a few lobbies. It's not super balanced right at the start. A lot of like the loadouts you get at the start are pretty shit. But once I got to a level where I started getting a few good weapons, it was great. I was getting back in the zone. It's a lot slower than other COD. There's not crazy movement. You get like one attachment per gun unless you got a certain perk or whatever. And I'm like top fragging. I'm like 1, 2, 3 on the leaderboard every single time. Like, I'm going really good. And I was never amazing at COD. I was pretty good back in the day. I'm not as good as I was now. But I noticed that I went to Black Ops 2, which is the modern game, and I'll jump in games, and as soon as people were starting to get fucked over, like I would be on a team and it's a losing team, everyone would just leave. There was so many games I jumped in where it was just me versus 6 people, because I would start a game, they would start getting fucked over and not going good, and they'll instantly leave. And I don't know if it's because there's a lot of younger generation playing Black Ops 2 for the first time, because it came out 14 years ago. And there's people running around who they got their muscle memory. They were doing their quick scopes. They were doing all this stuff, and they're just pumping people. Like I was getting pumped, and they can't deal with it.
Yep.
And they've been good at the newer CODs. Or it's literally just old heads who are playing the game, and they're like, "Fuck this, I'm leaving. I know it doesn't do anything to me. Like I don't care if or whatever." They will just leave because they don't want to deal with the game being bad. But it was very strange because I haven't seen people leave lobbies in a game like that in years. Stop playing with it.
I was not touching that one.
Leave it. But it's ridiculous. Shut up. Brock showing his gouts on the Zach.
That's fucked up.
But no, it's crazy. It's great playing. I'm getting crazy nostalgia hits with Black Ops. I've been playing them the last couple of nights. It's been fun. Seeing my friends list on PlayStation, everyone's playing Black Ops. Everyone. People who I've not seen play a COD game on their account ever. Black Ops. Playing some original zombies was great. It was really fun. There was a couple things that I noticed is that I was playing Black Ops 1 Zombies, and in the newer games, because originally Call of Duty Zombies was called Nazi Zombies because it was from World at War, which is the World War II game, and that's the idea. It went from that.
Back exercises.
Yeah, it is back exercises. In the newer COD games, whenever there would be like an older map where it'd be Nazi Zombies, they would have German symbol, which is a swastika, and they sort of phased that out and censored that in a lot of the newer games. It was in the original World of War, was in Black Ops 1, but they got rid of it for the newer games. They've left it in, which I don't have a problem with, but it's just it's honestly surprising considering that a lot of these companies are we don't want to touch anything to do with
Nazi paraphernalia.
Yeah, anything like that now. And it was left in the game, which I was very surprised about, and which seems like a nothing thing, but playing those games since, like not the newer like COD Zombies, but like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 2 and all that stuff, and then seeing like the zombies walk by and then having like an armband with like a swastika or whatever on it was really strange and just jumped out. And I thought it was they did change things in these games, and I'm surprised they didn't swap that out. I know it would have caused drama. People would have gone ballistic for that. It doesn't change gameplay at all. I don't care that it's in there. But it was just an observation that I made, and I thought it was just very
weird. Yeah.
Weird that they did like a kind of lazy port with it then.
Oh, they did do a lazy port with this game.
Yeah.
They 100% did.
Oh, yeah.
One thing I got really annoyed, I was talking to Lorne about this, that they got rid of the active play account on the home screen of online, which I don't know why they did that.
Could it be because it's tied to some sort of server or something that's no longer active?
I doubt it, because they had to activate new servers for this.
Well, yeah, but if it's tied to an old server...
I doubt it. It's such a nothing thing. Like, why did you get rid of that? Like, that was really cool to see. I don't know if it was the type of thing where they didn't show the active play account in case it didn't blow up like they thought it would, and they didn't want it to look like it was a failure. But yeah, I don't know. I can guarantee though, with these Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2 ports and how well they've done, Activision will be re-releasing Modern Warfare 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. They're going to try and do a nostalgia bait and get all these people in. And I've heard that apparently the reason that they released these ports was to gauge if people want to go back to this style of gameplay.
Okay.
Because, I mean, people have always said, like, we want boots on the ground again. We don't want jumping around. We want doing all this shit and blah, 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 blah. And then they'll go to it in some style and then people won't like it. And then people don't like this and they don't like that. I think this is the easiest way for them to gauge it without fully committing to a full game and being like, do they like it or not? And realizing, oh yeah, everyone still really loves this game, even at 16 years old and looks like shit. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing more COD like that again.
I mean, look, it's not going to affect me in the slightest, honestly.
Yeah, I know. You haven't played anything since Modern Warfare 1, which was in 2007.
I'm a COD hater. I'm going to be so real. Always have been.
That's fair. I mean, it's you can't deny how
Oh no,
how
it's
big it is.
It's influential. Like,
Yeah, and how big it is. Like I said, we will be getting you to play the Black Ops 1 campaign.
Someday.
No, we will be.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing.
Yeah, and it will be soon once Ben is back.
I think I have played Black Ops Zombies. So
Yeah, Black Ops Zombies is great.
and I always had fun playing zombies. I will always admit zombies was fun as fuck.
Yes, Zombies is very good. I think that's I'm gonna say I think Call of Duty Zombies is the best like separate mode in a game out of any game I can think of. Like any like horde mode style game. I know Gears of War was like the first proper like horde mode game, or there's probably stuff before it, but the thing that really made the big type of secondary game mode. But COD Zombies, there's a reason it's still in every single one. The newer ones aren't anywhere near as good, but they were so good for such a long time, and they're so fun to go back to.
Yeah.
Can you think of anything similar?
No.
Yeah, I mean, like Halo had like Firefight, which I never really got into Firefight that much. I played a lot of it, but it was never as good.
I just can't think of like many games that have a separate game mode that's not like just part of the main. Like
Yeah, well, they don't do it much anymore.
no, like
Honestly, like Gears of War is pretty unique. It had Horde mode. It had,
Overwatch story mode kinda, but no.
but did they ever properly do
I
that?
don't think they did.
No, they were planning to forever.
Sure, if I
shitty
put my
events.
mind to it, I could think of something, but I can't think of anything just off the top of my dome at the moment. At least not from that generation of games.
Oh, it doesn't need to be that generation, like anything.
Did Uncharted have like a second game mode? I feel like it did, but I can't.
It had
think of what
multiplayer.
It was. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah,
Don't remember.
Uncharted had multiplayer. And I'm not talking like multiplayer because everyone tacks that on. That's always been.
Oh, that was the thing that you used to tack on.
Yeah, now it's the other way around. They tack on the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they even add one in.
I
But
just can't. I can't think of it any in the first place.
no, that's about it. I'm looking on the games in our wall around here, and I can't think of anything.
Does Witcher have a Gwent game mode?
They've got a Gwent separate game.
Of course they do.
Yeah. I really wish there's so many games where I think you could do like remix modes or something a little bit different with the current game.
Ghost of Yotei, the coin flicking thing, just that.
No, but that's a mini game.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
No, just a separate game mode. It was really fun.
Yeah, that was fun, the coin flicking thing. But I mean, there's so many games where I like wish they had like a horde mode or something in it, and it's not that hard to do.
No.
Like, I played a fuck ton of the original Black Ops because it had bots in multiplayer. That was not common. And COD did it, and that's one of the things I loved about it because there's times I didn't have internet connection as a kid, and I played a fuck ton of that multiplayer.
Fighting games are like I'm looking around. Tekken, maybe. Like it's got fighting games in general.
Tekken 4 had like a little like going around. It was like an arcadey like isometric fighting sort of like third person mode. That was kind of cool.
Fighting games in general, I feel like they always have some kind of separate mode. Or I played Tekken 8. That it does have separate ones. It has
Yeah.
the story, single like arcade.
You sort of
Yeah.
need it
Multiplayer.
to bring in people who don't want to play the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Most of the
you
Soul
do,
Calibur
but then-
games have had
Oh
multiple
yeah, the
modes
stories.
like that.
And then it has a like volleyball kind of mode, which was weird.
That's like Dead or Alive.
It was not volleyball.
Well, no, that was a completely separate game.
Yeah,
though.
Extreme Beach Volleyball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they really lent into that side of the game.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but fighting games is all I can like think of.
Yeah, that's basically all I can think. There'll be stuff there, but whatever. I really like Mercenaries in Resident Evil, but it's just again, it's just basic horde mode.
Was Ragnarok? That was like a God of War Ragnarok, the DLC.
Oh, I
that
had
was like a roguelike thing or something.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. But well, we'll get off this. Brock,
Yeah, let me see. What else did I have on my topic list? Because I think we've covered most. Oh, Black Flag Resynced came out.
yes, yeah,
Did it?
It did.
yeah, it did.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah. PC players got a little bit shafted because Ubisoft Connect went down, so a whole bunch of PC players were locked out of the game for a while. because you needed to.
That's hectic.
Yeah.
Gotta love Ubisoft.
But yeah, despite supposedly being like, I mean, there's a bunch of quality of life improvements and everything, but apparently a bunch of their media hype was that it's a faithful remake. Like they've cut out some things. I haven't played it yet, and I haven't watched anyone play it, so I don't know if they've cut out the awful stealth missions yet. I really hope they do, because they're the worst part of those games.
I talked to Connor about it, and he was playing it, and he said that I think they got rid of some of the Animus sections. Was there Animus sections in?
I heard that as
yes,
well.
Yes, you left the Animus and you would walk around the Abstergo offices.
Yeah, because there was a couple times where he's like, there was obviously an Animus section, and it just did like random jumps in the story where it might have made more sense if you went and did something else and then came back into what's it, Edward?
Yes.
Edward's story.
Edward Kenway, yes.
Yeah, but they don't do that, and it just jumps and it's a little bit janky. The other thing he was saying about the Assassin's Creed 4 Resynced is that you can get different costumes and like microtransactions for the characters, and you like walk around with like flaming swords and like heads, and
you
like,
can have skeleton crews and stuff that was not in the original game, because that's one of the things they added that wasn't in the original game. They added a cash shop where you can spend real world money.
What? Ubisoft with microtransactions?
I know.
Who would have
Say it isn't
guessed?
so. They also added weekly challenges, which I'm less. Yeah.
That's just to bring people in more, so they
they're
spend
trying
more
to
money.
That's just to try
Which is
and
really
drag out the-
fucking dumb in a story game.
The other thing they added was they added something very Ubisoft to the pause menu. They added ads to the pause menu.
That's insane.
yeah.
That is fucking
So
stupid.
Black Flag Resynced added ads to the pause menu of the game.
If I'm paying, how much does it cost?
It's $60 or something like that.
Anyway,
I thought it was
if I'm
more
paying
than
for a
that.
fucking game, I do not want to see ads.
No.
No, at least
what
not.
a joke.
That is ridiculous, especially if it's not obvious. Like, I mean, Metal Gear has ads in it all the time, but that's product placement. Product placement's funny.
Because I have the original AC4, and I know that there was a bunch of boost packs you could get for it, like stuff to, because like you ship the jackdaw and that, you could get stuff where like, hey, if you want to upgrade it to its whatever, not max potential because it was story locked, but if you want to just have all the resources you need to immediately upgrade it all the time, just buy this pack and it all. I think there was one that just gave you all the resources, and there might have been like there was a gold booster pack that doubled your gold or something.
Yeah.
Something
like
silly
that, yeah.
I despise microtransactions like that.
Oh, yeah.
Why sell a fucking game if you're going to offer people like the option to buy?
You're basically saying, hey, would you like to pay more to not play the game?
The worst one is when I think it was either Odyssey or Origins that did this. They like the leveling or something was like really, really slow. So you had to buy, they had the
level
extra,
boosters?
the level boosters so that you get more XP from things so that you didn't have to spend hours grinding so you could actually play the game. It's like,
yeah.
What a joke.
that's so shit and scummy. Like, I can't believe people still actually buy Assassin's Creed at this point. Like, it was 1, 2, and 3, and 4 from what I'm pretty sure Black
a
Flag's
lot of people
considered good.
love 4.
Good games, the originals. Everything after is kind of just a crack cash grab, and then make it very obvious.
I liked Syndicate. I also bought Syndicate for like, I think I got it for like,
Yeah, you didn't get on a release.
no,
I know a lot
no.
of it. That game was glitchy
I got it
as
for
fuck.
like 20. Sure, that was Syndicate you're thinking of, not Unity?
Oh, I don't fucking know at this point, actually.
Because Unity was definitely that.
Yeah,
But anyway, Syndicate I got for like $20, and I was very happy with my time with it. I probably won't ever go back and play it again, but I mean, the male character in it was kind of dull. The female character was the only one that actually had any, character. But yeah.
It's Assassin's Creed dropped the ball so much for years. For years, everyone was like, please do Assassin's Creed in Japan. And they finally did it, and they did the fucking worst job you could probably do.
Fuck it up so bad.
People wanted that. First of all, they wanted that game 16 years ago. They wanted it after Assassin's Creed 2.
And they teased it, and then they
Yep.
did Chronicles, remember?
Oh, I don't know if but I remember them teasing it. But they said they were going to do, teased it, and they didn't do it for another 16 years, and they did it shit.
that they also released it after Ghost of Tsushima had been released.
Yes.
Like, terrible idea.
Yes, you weren't going to compete.
Yeah.
And I think they
Was it released around the same time as Ghost of Yotei as
it
well?
was it was released a little bit before, I believe.
Awful idea.
Yes. And I mean, and people even had a go at Yotei.
Oh, fucking stupid people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just,
But yeah, they've added all this stuff to it that's just like, why? I mean, we know why. It's Ubisoft. They're a shitty cash grabbing company at this point.
Just blame the French.
But it brings me, I had a question for the audience this week. I mean, this is shamelessly stole from Reddit. What is the most egregious cash grab you've seen in a video game?
So, question for the audience. What's the most egregious cash grab you've seen in a game? Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think of stuff that would have been a big hit.
Loot boxes.
Loot boxes is always number one.
Blizzard loot boxes are pretty bad.
I'm just going to say FIFA.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Like,
that's a...
yeah, FIFA points.
Sports games in general.
Yeah, FIFA points, VC in NBA.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. It's
I could think
terrible.
of a couple, like the one that sprang first to mind, which, I mean, was in this thread, was the horse armor, but that was, that was sort of the beginning
I think
of
that's
all of
what it was more.
Yeah.
Hang on, Brock. We are both gacha gamers.
We are.
So we both know that it gets worse.
It
and
does get worse.
The reason FIFA's bad is because that is like kind of gacha.
It
Oh,
is.
it's 100%
very
is
much
gacha.
Gacha is the root of all evil in microtransactions.
For people who don't know, gacha games are just like basically a gachapon machine is those machines where you'd go up and you'd put a coin in and spin it and it's come out with a little capsule and there'll be something in it. That's the idea of what a gachapon machine is. A gacha game is essentially the same idea with like loot boxes and little microtransactions where you unlock things and there'll be a bunch to collect, or it'll be different characters in a game or a different weapon or XYZ thing. It's a game that's designed for you to just pour money into.
If
It's designed to draw in whales.
Yes.
If anyone's played Marvel Contest of Champions, that is a gacha game, even though it is Western and all that stuff. It's like the opening crystals, all that kind of
Genshin
stuff.
Impact was the biggest one I can think of in like
too.
recent memory.
Genshin's so boring.
I liked it, but yeah, it definitely got it lost a lot.
Another good one, a big example at the moment is Uma Musume, but that is not that is actually a surprisingly compared to other gacha games, it is not that bad when it comes to cash grab.
For egregious cash grab, I would say, do you remember when Mortal Kombat started charging you for the fatalities? The fatality, I think they were like fatality coins or something.
It was like quick fatalities, so you didn't have to actually do the inputs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's
a pretty good
well
one.
up there.
That is a pretty good one.
It's not really a cash grab, but was more annoying when EA started putting their online pass in for games, so you couldn't buy a pre-owned version of a game because you had to buy the new online pass for it. They did so. For example, Battlefield 3 or 4. Like I think it was more 3. It came with a code in the box and it was DLC to let you play the game online. If you bought that game pre-owned and the code had already been used, you need to buy that online pass again. It was like $10 or something.
Well, that's EA.
They got rid of that like after a couple of years because people just weren't doing it.
I don't know. Yeah, I think Tom's on the money with the like FIFA FC being probably the biggest cash grab just in general.
Yeah. Sports game. I mean, not just
Star Citizen.
Oh yeah, I'd put that in that ring as well.
Also, mobile games.
Oh, most mobile games are
Warframe. Just because there's the sheer fact there is like hundreds of things to buy.
There is a lot of stuff to buy.
It is also a free-to-play game.
It's free to play, and bar a couple of things, most of that stuff is completely earnable.
Counter-Strike with cases and keys.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's especially bad compared to a lot of other loot box games.
Yeah.
It's also one of those things where I think it's a bit more, not redeemable, but a bit less severe because you can trade stuff and it's not like you're sort of just fucked.
The thing with loot boxes though is like, yes, you want to open them because you want to get better stuff. You don't need to.
No.
So although they are a cash grab, it's not like blatant like
It's-
you need to open this for you to
No,
be better.
most games you don't. Mobile games are particularly bad for the fact that like you'll get to a point where in order to progress, you basically have to start spending money because
Yes.
the stuff you can earn in game just
Yes.
won't hold up. That is what I started feeling with Genshin was that, hey, I need to start spending money, and that sort of turned me right off it. I have never had that with Warframe. Warframe has always just been, hey, you're not progressing at the moment, but that's just because you're using the wrong weapon or the wrong build or the wrong whatever.
Yeah.
You just go back to your orbiter and like swap it all out, and then it's just like, okay, I'm progressing again.
Yeah. Just talk. I forgot. I spaced out.
Yeah,
we're just talking
egregious
about-
cash grabs. There's
There's
too many.
There's a lot.
Too
in
many
there.
examples at
Oh,
the
there's-
moment.
There's too many examples. Yeah. Any game that uses up your hard drive because you're gonna have to buy a fucking SSD.
True. SSDs.
Actually, no. The worst fucking cash grab in gaming is the Nintendo Switch 2 fucking Welcome to Switch game.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yes.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, why does that cost money? That's the reason. That's
Why
terrible.
is that thing? Why would it cost $10-20 or something like that?
Something like that.
fucking
yeah.
ridiculous.
Which is, it's literally just
what a joke.
Okay, here is a hardware demo of what is in your Switch.
It's a worse Astro's Playroom.
I was just about to say, Astro's Playroom is so much better, and you know what? It ended up turning into just a great game.
Yeah, Astro's Playroom kind of goated.
It is.
kind of very cool and free.
Yes.
So yeah, no, Tom might be very on the money with that
Yeah,
one.
that
I'd
fucking Nintendo shit was bullshit.
I'd give you the win for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me bumba.
Do you have anything else on there?
I do have one other thing. Back to more sad news.
Doom and gloom.
Yeah. Either of you a fan of Need for Speed?
Oh yeah, heard about Criterion.
Yeah, EA confirms that Criterion is basically dead. So we don't know what's going to happen to the IP, whether it's going to be picked up by another
Was
company.
Criterion actually making the more recent Need for Speeds?
I don't know.
I haven't heard of them since like the 2000s. Not saying they didn't make anything in the last 20 years.
What
but
was the last Need for Speed game you two played?
The most. I don't know if it was the most recent one or
I
the one
couldn't-
just before it.
2015? The one that was just called Need for Speed with the live action cutscenes. That's the last one I played. I had a good time with it, but they didn't update and it fucked the whole game up for me.
It was the one on Xbox One. I don't remember which one it was. Could have been ages ago.
Heat?
Maybe Heat.
Unbound?
I don't know.
One of those two. But
They look decent, the newer ones.
They do. I mean, I haven't played them in... The last one I played was Need for Speed Carbon.
Yeah.
Like, that's going
Yeah.
well. Like,
Yes.
as
Ages
you've
ago.
pointed out many times, I basically don't play anything after 2007.
No.
but I mean,
Old fuck.
Need for Speed. I haven't played them, but I know Need for Speed Pursuit is like
Yep.
considered some of the best car games, just in general.
Oh,
Everyone.
there's a bunch of games that...
Everyone loves those games.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't heard people really talk about Criterion in years.
But Need for Speed used to be one of the big sort of like... the big names in gaming, I feel like.
Yeah, but it hasn't been for like 20 years.
No.
Long time. Well, actually, going off that, a big name in gaming that I was playing the other day, saw a sale on PSN. According to Brock, they don't do sales on PSN. But I saw
It's not what I said, but
You
anyway.
basically did. He was here. I bought a game 50% off the other day. I bought Gears of War Reloaded. So that's the remake of the original Gears of War game. The original Gears of War game is that one I played the least out of the original trilogy. Been having fun with that game. It's been great. I've nearly finished it. It's really making me keen for this E-Day game. Really, really keen. I think that is going to be a big push for Gears to go back into the spotlight again because that series is great. The only problem I have with this Gears of War Reloaded remake, it's faithful, but they did the type of remake where they don't add any of the good quality of life stuff from the more recent games. So there's a bunch of features that aren't in that game. Like I felt like playing Horde mode. They don't have a Horde mode in it, which is that's fair, but there's also a lot of gameplay stuff in it that isn't there, and like it's feels very much like a 2006 game. But It's made me really keen for the new one. So E-Day, I forget when that comes out. Hopefully it's soon because I'm really
I
keen.
think that's 2007. 2027, I believe.
Damn, 2007. That's
I know it's been out
crazy.
for so long. It's a game I would play.
Are we back in 2006, guys? We need to short the retail.
Yeah, we need a money ball. October 6th. You're an idiot.
Nice one.
That's great. I can't wait for that though. I'll be playing that on Steam because that is coming out on Steam. And it looks like it'll be a great game. That would be a good one to play co-op if you were willing to spend money on something besides a Sonic toy.
What was the last Sonic toy I bought, Tom?
Didn't you buy something like a week ago? I swear you did. You bought something Sonic and you're like, don't make fun of me. I got this. And I made fun of you anyway.
I can't back either of you up here.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like you did. I took a photo of you the other day. That went down well.
That went down so
Yeah.
well.
Brock has a cane. It's really funny.
Yeah.
No, I had a cane. I'm now having to use
It's not
crutches.
lupus.
It's not lupus.
Was there anything else you guys want to talk about?
I do have one other thing on digital accounts and game ownership. Chinese courts have recently ruled that game accounts can be inherited. So,
oh God, yeah.
yeah. I mean, look.
Who wants my gamer score, baby?
Who wants all my AI slop games on my Nintendo?
Yeah.
Well, it's more just like it's a win for digital ownership, basically, because like of all this talk of like, hey, these accounts are non-transferable and non-blah blah blah blah. It's good that it's China, but
My kids.
China number one.
Hopefully, that's a big enough area that like other courts or other countries will, possibly, hopefully, follow along.
My kids are never seeing the backup Steam account.
You
God.
coward! Put it on your Prime one.
I don't even pay for it. What are we talking about? No, big win. Big win. Go China.
Yes, it's
Glory to Mao Zedong.
But they've said that like it's not just limited to like the games on the account, like even things like in-game items and stuff like that are part of that process where like you can inherit, hey, your father's played Candy Crush for however long. You can, if he, God forbid he passed away, you'd be able to inherit
peace,
whatever he has accomplished in that game.
My kid will receive my Uma Musume account.
Yeah. Well, I've got a pretty like fucking stacked solitaire account, man.
Fuck yeah.
Grandmum plays a lot of solitaire on her phone,
God,
on a tablet. I don't know if there's any progress in the one that she plays, but I will.
But, it's a strike back at companies saying, hey, you don't own this content. You are just licensing it you are renting it, essentially. It's like, well, no.
I mean, does Chinese court mean anything?
I mean, not for us at the
Yeah,
moment.
because I feel like if they would just be like, fuck it, we're not abiding by.
It is a pretty big, it is a very big market.
Oh, no,
So-
it is. I agree. But that doesn't mean.
But it should mean they have fair bit of sway in this kind of thing.
Yes, it also means hopefully
don't
that
think
other
it will,
countries look at that and go, okay.
I think this is one of the only countries where it doesn't actually have the sway because of how the rest of the world will be like, oh, yeah, we don't care about your laws. Don't care about your laws. Back and forth. I feel like there's a lot of times where it's like, this is now sort of the global standard with something, and China to be like, nah, fuck it, we're doing it
But
anyway.
I think that like inheritance is something that countries are very easily able to separate. So I don't think that
Yeah,
one.
I don't doubt that it will start going towards that over here in that though. I did actually have something that reminded me of that was I saw a video the other day of people talking about that apparently on I think it was a past Battlefield game, or it might have been one of the recent ones that a lot of players, when they would go up against a Chinese squad, what they would do is you can have a riot shield in Battlefield. And who were they putting on it? They were putting Mao. You could put like an emblem on it, and they were putting one of the old Chinese presidents or prime ministers or whatever on the front of the shield. And when they'd go up against Chinese players, they wouldn't shoot them.
Yeah.
Because they were scared that they were going to get in trouble some way by doing that.
I remember a similar thing of like you would just type like Tiananmen Square or something.
What
into
happened
the
in this
chat,
place in
and they'd
1989?
all immediately get banned.
Damn
Yes.
it, guys, I got us onto the Chinese side with the glory to Mao Zedong, and now you guys just got it fucking banned with mentioning Tiananmen Square.
Speaking of banned, This is a bit of an update on one of our older stories. So I talked about how there was like the DJI ban
Oh,
in-
yes.
in the US, and they had all these like shell companies.
Yeah, what was their shell company?
Oh,
Journey or something?
Extra.
Extra.
No, Journey makes good stuff. Oh God, that's giving me flashbacks. Apparently, so in the US, they have gone after, I think, 7 companies that are apparently selling very similar DJI-like products, and they've slapped them with like a 25K fine. But they've
Drop in the
also,
ocean for those
but they've
companies.
also, I think, got to prove that they aren't affiliated with DJI at all, or else they are also getting banned from America, and that includes Extra.
Okay. I mean, well, this is sad news for the actual American public, but it's, it's funny.
It's kind of funny because DJI actually makes good products.
Oh, they make amazing stuff. But it's just very funny because they've gone around
but
about.
China.
Yeah, so here we go. The FCC is cracking down on DJI tech that dodged the foreign drone ban. So apparently, yeah, they've got a bunch of different companies that have been, finding. The FCC is finally doing something about the DJI front companies, as watcher Conrad Itrube dubbed them last year. Today, the FCC is fining 8 of them up to $25K each and giving them until Monday, July 20th, just 10 calendar days to answer the FCC's questions before the agency further takes action. Which, I mean, I'm sorry, you've got to... This is coming from The Verge. You can't dodge these bans. And they're doing it. I mean, like, look at this thing. This is just a Pocket 4.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, 2,500K.
25K.
Oh, sorry, 25K.
Yeah.
That's a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
To DJI.
I mean, look at this, Brock. I don't know if you saw this, but like, how is this not the same thing?
We said this like when we first looked at these about how one of them literally all they'd done was taken the DJI badge off it and just put
But
the
look
extra
at the menus.
badge on.
It's just they just change the color. That's literally all they do.
Yeah.
It's insane. But they this isn't going to go well for them with the lawsuit against Insta360. Look, the accessories work the same. The extra thing, look, inside, identical. They've dropped the toothpaste in the same parts. But yeah, apparently they've got a bunch of different companies that do a lot of the...
Yeah, so how many...
Don't use the pop filter to fucking scratch your beard.
I was using my finger, but anyway.
Yeah.
How many companies was it?
8.
8. So 25K a pop.
So yeah, it would be 200K.
Yeah. Again, still a drop in the ocean to them. Like,
they're number 1, bro.
God, you've probably spent that much alone on them.
Actually, no.
No?
I've been given a lot of them for free.
Oh, okay.
I have spent a bit of money with DJI. Like, I bought a few of their mics and I had the Pocket 3. I've now got the Insta360 Lunar Ultra because that's, I think, the better of the newer ones that have come out. But yeah, it's over there.
How many of their drones do you have?
I've got like 8. I haven't bought one in probably about 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought DJI made most of their money off like contracts and stuff rather than
I think
the
they're
consumer market.
I think their consumer drones now have taken over. They used to have contracts for a lot of other like drone related stuff. I think they still do. I think they started. I looked this up. I think they started making like farming equipment or like farming drones or something like that. This is like 2008. But
they're a subsidiary of John Deere.
Yeah, I will say that I feel like they're one of those massive companies that just appeared one day.
Yes.
Like they
owned a whole bunch of other stuff and just like, popped out of nowhere.
Like late 2010s appeared. Like the first drone I think I saw them ever have was the Phantom 4, like more like the quadcopter design thing. And then they're just everywhere. But there's a reason they're around. But I mean, that will hit them heaps if they can't get into, like even with this dodging in the American market. But you get what happens.
Yep. Lovely, son.
That was a good Foley. Whoa, now your turn.
I've got nothing, sorry.
Besides a busted knee. And with that, is there something you had to say, Brock?
We will save it there.
All right. See you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.